everybody bloody good. How's everybody doing on this fantastic fucking Friday? Everybody chat, it is a motherfucking charity stream day today / react day / potentially some CSGO at the end of stream. Who knows, chat? We'll figure it out. But we are doing 2, maybe 3 things today, chat. Number 1, it's a charity stream for the Boyce Foundation. Everybody knows Cameron Boyce, childhood actor that was on Disney. He sadly passed away through complications of epileptic seizures when he was, in his early 20s, late teens? So rip to the chat, number 1. But there's a foundation in his name that kind of supports things that he supported and also mainly fights against epileptic seizures and premature epileptic seizure death, which is also SUDEP, S-U-D-E-P. We're going to be doing a charity stream for the foundation today. If you want to donate, !Boyce. It's also pinned in chat right now, the charity link. If you planned on sending bits today, if they're not preloaded on your account, please instead don't buy bits. Just send money to the charity. It'll show up as a regular dono anyway. Like by population. Already at 1,892. Slow down a little bit. Probably should have moved edible goal a little farther forward.
And witness the incredible ways that the local...
We're on the latter end. Lock in.
...by a city of twin...
What do you mean, what the fuck? Bro, I should have moved the edible. In my head, I go 2,500. We're going to hit that like halfway through stream. But it's like I'm a minute into the first... It's a dub? No, I know. I'm not actually saying slow down. It was a joke. Obviously, I'm not complaining that people are donating. I'm just like, fuck, I should have moved the edible over.
22 million people. And witness the incredible ways that the locals here put bread on the table. No stone is left
inhaling fucking microplastics.
Unturned. And we'll see how one man's trash really is another man's treasure. Let's do this.
I mean, you see that shit. That's not even just in India, though, where people are like going into... like landfills and picking up certain electronics in the trash to try and recycle them for some sort of money, like where they break open. It's not even just like copper tubing. There's like other parts of electronics that are semi-valuable, but like by hand, you're making literally like $10 a day. This already stresses me out. Whenever I see a vlog like this where they're in India or somewhere where just people are honking the horn and also just walking through moving traffic. Oh my God. Like, are there road laws? like, there's no intersection, but there's guys on motorbikes just literally weaving perpendicular to traffic. I think the rules just don't hit each other. Bro, I saw on TikTok today that, oh my God, what country was it in? There's two-way traffic. I think it's in Argentina. I don't even understand how that works. Let me find the video. If you don't know what two-way traffic means, it means like the road you're going down, you could go down either way, but it's not like 1-1. It's like you both run at each other. That doesn't, like, I don't even understand how that works. Is this a video?
Cuanto más para frenar y evitar un choque fatal. Aquí vemos a dos mismas condiciones.
I don't know what I'm watching right now. Sorry, hold up. We're going down a bad rabbit hole right now. That didn't make any sense. No, that's just a car crash. Dude, how do I see two-way traffic?
Move into the lane next to the center line. Slow down before entering the intersection. Check for traffic ahead and to the right. And when safe, begin the turn into the lane nearest the left curb, unless it's blocked within 30 meters of the intersection.
What? This is just a left-hand turn. Why is there a YouTube tutorial about this? Yo, if you have to watch this video, you should not be allowed to have a license. Like, if you have to Google a tutorial on how to make a left-hand turn in traffic, you should not be, like, you should get your license revoked. Like, why is that a video that exists? And it has 136,000 views. Every single one of those people have been in a car crash, and it's their fault. Like, there is no way that's a real tutorial. Bro, what is the fucking... I saw a video. Somebody find a video of two-way traffic in Argentina. I gotta lock back in. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Braxton for the sub, Doug for the sub. Goob! Thank you for the $200 to Cameron Boyce Foundation. Thank you for promoting an epilepsy foundation struggle with juvenile onset epilepsy. So seeing you support this means so much. Well, thank you for the 200. And I hope that you've been doing well. I'm sorry that you were struggling with that. X, thank you for the sub. Sam, thank you for the 10. Braxton for the sub. Savannah for the 5. Big, thank you for the 177. No money, thank you for the $100 dono to Cameron Boyce Foundation as well. Longest for the 10. Big, Mons, and not for the subs. T and them, thank you for the 5 gifted. Hudson and Mahmoud, thank you for the 1. I got an always for the sub. Pink, thank you for the 5. Reese for the 2. Wizard Love and Sick, thank you for the sub. Kyle for the 1. Moss, thank you for the 5. Carver for the 3. It's Finger and Willie, thank you for the 25. Joe for the sub. Billy for the 341. X for the sub. Oh, dub. What are we at? $2,232. Matching that, we're at $4,400. Lock in. You ever see the videos too, where if you're like a white guy walking in India, like I'll see Bald and Bankrupt do this. Certain parts of India, you'll have like scammers that'll just like follow you around all day till you give them money to go away. Like that's the scam. They're not trying to sell you anything. They just won't leave you alone. Like they will follow you for like 4 hours until you pay them to fuck off. Hashtag add that. Yeah, they'll just follow you. And like if you ever talk to them, they'll just be like money.
And that's how you cross the road in India.
And you pay him and then he doesn't leave. I feel like I'd fall for that shit. In 5 minutes, I'd pay the guy. I'd be like, all right, leave me alone. And then he'd go, oh, that was too easy. That was too easy. You got to give me more. Run at that point, I'd just start gagging myself and throw up on him. I'd back up if I were you.
So we've arrived in Dharavni. We've entered into the biggest slum in India here. And you can see this is the commercial area where the
I've been here in GeoGuessr.
business goes on and everything. Assalamu alaikum.
I don't need to be here in real life. I've been here before, chat virtually.
The banana is the best friend for everyone. They eat banana in the lunchtime. They eat the banana in the dinner time. Because when they...
But, well, bananas are very cheap. Is that why? I mean, he's probably going to say, that's my guess. Bananas are one of, like, the cheapest fruits to produce in mass amounts, and you're easily able to keep them from rotting.
don't have money, they eat banana and they fill the stomach.
How many bananas
Oh, they are very filling as well. That's true.
do you eat a day?
Banana. 10 piece.
10
10 bananas a day. I need to see this guy's poop.
banana. Oh, wow.
You can see how
I need to see this guy's shit. What does it look like?
many carbs he was taking in the body.
Yeah.
That banana is a big.
Oh my god, is that 2A traffic? Zod. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, it is. W Zod. This might be copyrighted music. I have to mute this. Look. They're just driving into oncoming traffic. Driving into oncoming traffic. Look at the sign on the ground. It's just 2 ways. There's arrows that go both ways. That doesn't make any sense. How do you drive in that? I don't understand. And you're going like 50 miles an hour? Like, what, are you just gonna fucking run right into somebody?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that music. Hell yeah.
Those are recycling aluminum to get the plastic.
Scrap metal recycling? How much are they selling this for, though? Shitload of metal.
It's very heavy.
How much do these guys earn a day?
Be like a $6-7 they make in a
They only make $6 a day? Chat, no meme shit. They make $6 a day.
day.
If they're earning $7 a day, then how much do they pay rent?
How do you live on... That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're renting an apartment... And not even... Like, say you own or rent. Like, how much is the cost of living here where you can live off $7 a day? That is... What is that? If you're working every day, you make $7 a day. 365 days a year. 7, 14, 21. You're making, like, what? Like, $2,800 a year?
Rent and food.
Rent almost free. Because where they work, the owners provide their homes. Means
Oh, so they work for a company that gives them a place to live.
they work in downstairs and live in upstairs. And food is very cheap. They just charge 50 cents for the lunch and 50 cents for the dinner and unlimited. You have as much as you want.
This is like a surefire way to just speedrun getting cancer, dude. Like, I don't know, man. You're just in an enclosed concrete fucking box shredding plastics.
These guys are taking random plastic containers, detergent, bleach, food containers, you name it, and they throw it into this huge chipper, cutting the plastic into thousands of small pieces. Then it's melted
Right,
down
he's wedging that shit into the chipper with his hand.
and recycled.
Oh my god, he's not even looking! What if that chops off his fucking fingers?
I cannot tell you how loud that is. And they're
Oh, I hear it.
sitting in there with no hearing protection. Just all day chopping up old bits of like
Yeah, they'd probably go deaf in a few years.
oil containers, detergent containers, bits of old plastic.
I wonder workplace injuries in jobs like this. Like, in that exact room, somebody has to have, like, chopped their hand off. Like, there's just an open saw, and they're wearing, like, flip-flops.
And you can see this man here is organizing all the plastic by color, and he owns this business. And it's just him sitting in this small little brick hole sorting through plastic for hours every single day.
But what is he sell? I don't understand. He's sorting plastic by color, then what? Like he goes to a bulk seller and gives it to them and they give him like 10 cents? Like I don't understand. Even if he shreds it, what is this worth?
How many hours a day do you do this?
12 hours a day. He sits in a fucking corner on his hands and knees and sorts plastic by color.
12. Is it boring working for 12 hours doing this? You enjoy it? You like it?
Yes, I'm enjoying.
Oh, really? And is it a good business for you?
Yeah.
Right. Amazing, man. It's inspirational. Do you have a family?
Yes.
You've got kids?
He does not want to talk to you, big dog.
Nice, man.
kid.
One kid. How old are you? Do you mind if I ask?
Huh?
How old are you?
30.
30. How is India? Is it a good place to live?
Very good.
You love India?
Yes, of course.
Wow. Amazing. And you're gonna stay here for the rest of your life, or
Entire life I will stay here only.
you love it?
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Good luck.
What are all these bags? Oh, like in every room, there's just bags. Is this trash? Or like goods that they're gonna like recycle? There's no way this is just walls of trash.
So here, this is a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they're gonna sort. This is stuff they've sorted. Like they take trash, sort it into one big group, and then sort it into smaller groups.
modem station.
These look like fucking smoke detectors.
And you can see there's just hundreds of Wi-Fi modems.
These are Wi-Fi modem.
And this man sits here all day, pulling them apart into little pieces and separating them by color and parts. And then they'll go on to get recycled. How many hours a day do you do this?
Maybe 8 to 9 hours.
Do you get bored? You do?
Yes.
It's
All right, he's being honest here. I was gonna say the other guy surely got to be lying. I don't think any human could sit for 12 hours and sort plastics in this position and have fun. Like, there's that has to be, I feel like an hour in.
Must be quite boring, right?
Yeah, just watching the movies
Oh yeah, he watches a movie while he's doing it though.
on mobile.
Oh, are you watching movies on the mobile? What are you watching today? Bollywood?
Vertical movie?
South Indian, Bollywood.
Yeah. Is this going to be your permanent job for the
This
future?
is my own business.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Wow. And you're going to keep doing
When they say it's my own business, do you think he has like a registered... See, I don't know how other foreign governments work. Like, does he have like an LLC that he owns and is like running? Or is this just like he owns this specific property here and therefore it's his business because he's sorting through it and he's the only employee?
this for many years?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's a personal business. I don't think he has like employees.
And how is India? Is it a good place to live?
Yes.
You like India?
Yeah.
Happy with how everything's going and the government and everything?
Maybe government is doing the wrong decision.
What are they doing wrong?
Something is related to the religions dividing. That's it.
Well, isn't that a larger problem in India in general? Just because, as a part of like Hinduism, it's not even just Hinduism and the large amount of differences in between that, right? Like somebody that is Hindi might believe something drastically different, but also there are 1 billion plus people in that country. Like you're dealing with so many different beliefs beyond. Like they have 3 times as many people as the U.S. with a land size that's what, like half as big.
Nothing else.
Okay, so the government's dividing Muslims and Hindus.
Yeah.
Right.
The world's second most populous country is grappling with a fundamental issue. India was founded as a proudly diverse
What did that say?
This country is grappling with a
Sorry for the inconvenience. We're trying to save the country. What, like a tech support like line or something?
fundamental issue.
Oh my God.
India was founded as a proudly diverse country. So how did it go from this
Prime Minister Nehru called upon leaders representing many shades of political thought and various religious groups to help build a modern democratic state.
to this? The Hindu nationalist ideology that inspired the murder of Indian independence leader Mahatma Gandhi was a fringe element of the country's politics for decades. Now it's the ideology of India's ruling party, the BJP.
Here, everybody seems to be friends, right?
Yeah.
In real life, but on the media, they say there's a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you hope will happen for the future?
Well, that's the most fucked thing. I mean, I don't know really what's going on with Indian politics, but that's the most fucked thing with just country politics in general. Like, the United States, Russia, China, like, there are so many dead internet. Yo, after I say this, I'll eat the edible, chat. Let me just get out my thought. There are so many, like, dead internet theory bot accounts that push, like, fake narratives about their own country. Like, Russia did it in the U.S. during the war, or not during the war, during the U.S. election, but they do it with their own country as well. Like, if you go on Twitter or, like, Facebook, Meta, sure, like any Meta app, Instagram, and you see, like, posts talking about how bad the Russian government is, you'll see, like, bot accounts being like, we're better than ever. What the hell are you talking about? Like, some, like, clearly non-human sentence. Like, why, like, and are they paying for that? Or is that, like, an auto-flag ChatGPT thing that's just, like, picking that type of stuff up and then commenting? I don't understand how bots work, if I'm being honest. Jeff, thank you for the 567. Stevie for the sub. Michael, thank you for the 10. Sleepy, thank you for the 200 to the Cameron Boyce Foundation. Watching for 2 years, done with my exam, waiting for the results now. Hopefully get into uni. Good luck. I hope you get in. DY, thank you for the 5 gifted. Topa and Category for the sub. I love Chap. And Sky, thank you for the $20 dono. Cash, A-Boy, and Dib, thank you for the sub. Daniel for the 2. Xavier for the 2. Donnie and Genji for the sub. Genji, thank you for the 3. Xavier for the 2. Liv for the sub. Jackson, thank you for the 10. Lulu, thank you for the 15. Mexican, Binish, Wes, Mr. Ray, Mexican, Mr. Why do you guys all have Mr. in your username? Rotten and 1 for the sub. Lila, thank you for the 10. Infinity, thank you for the 5. Rye, Mighty, and Jackson, thank you for the for the 10. The Iron Gaming, thank you for the raid. Hello and Craft for the sub. Coxology for the sub. Gabe, thank you for the 10. Connor, or Oscar, thank you for the 1. Is and Big for the sub. I love it's real, thank you for the 3. N and Sam, thank you for the 3. Taff, thank you for the 2. Emily, Finney, and Hannah, thank you for the 25. Motion, thank you for the sub. Hello World, thank you for the 50. Abby, thank you for the 3. Billy, thank you for the 341. X Keith for the sub. Big Man, thank you for the 60. To Cameron Boyce Foundation as well. Chats, we are at $2,668 total. Matching Chat's donos up to 10K. Chat, if we hit 5K, I will do a cosplay of Chat's choice in a future stream. We've hit the edible mark. Right now, I'm matching that. We're at like $5,200. Dub already. Doc for the sub. Pudding for the 20. Sleepy for the sub. We're eating a half. Maybe another half later. But I am on an empty stomach. Edible here. If it focuses, you see the triangle. It's not a Sour Patch Kid. I was more than half. Who cares? Stop saying boo, bro. I need to be able to talk. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Joshua, thank you for the 25. And Nicholas, thank you for the 55 to Cameron Boyce Foundation. Had my first seizure 90 years ago. Diagnosed with epilepsy soon after. I'm now 7 years seizure free. Dub. I'm glad that you've been without seizures for 7 years, but I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. Doc and Brad for the sub. Goat for the 3. Lock in.
Future of India.
Future is good, but this politician is a very bad decision to dividing the Hindu and Muslim.
Okay. And you're Hindu or Muslim?
I am Muslim.
Okay, cool. Shukriya.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Do you think he just pokes his head into a building and is like, can I interview you? Like, how is he getting these people to be like, yeah, sure. I feel like he's walking around the streets just literally peeking his head in and being like, yeah, I'm filming something.
So this is where
Like, this looks like a death trap.
they sharpen the blades for those plastic machines that you saw. So people from all over this area who are cutting up and recycling the plastic bring their blades here because it's just constantly running and they need to be sharp.
You ever see the videos where it'll be somewhere in India at like a metal smelting factory and they just literally have a pair of tongs. They're wearing flip-flops, moving molten metal, and they just have another guy throwing buckets of water on the dude so he doesn't burn.
Every last thing.
Oh my God.
Is covered.
That is so scary. Like, are there YouTubers that have done videos where they somehow get caught? I don't think they would ever do that. But like, because I think the business owner wouldn't hire like a foreigner. But I'm curious if there's like a world where a YouTuber is able to like vlog themselves working at like an Indian metal factory.
Yeah, it's like medieval times when there were shops for each thing.
Yo, what up, Sky?
In the neighborhood, you don't have to go to a big factory or a big trades shop.
We're just mean mugging the cameraman.
What's your name? What do you do for a job?
He's a tailor. He's working in the textile.
Oh, wow. And do you like living here? Yeah, you love it? Okay. Shukriya. Thank you.
Bro, it's so weird. It's like so many of the people, like whenever I see videos like this, it's like they're living in such bad poverty, but they like are outwardly so happy. And it's like, how? I don't think they're lying. I think it is like a deep religious faith they have. But I'm like, wow. Like, I'm like, wow, that's like awesome. They're still able to find joy, you know?
This is like the
When they're making $6 a day.
car
Like,
parts recycling area here. This is all recycled.
they live in the cave. They don't know. What do you mean? You're saying this is their baseline. You're saying the allegory of the cave, they're in the cave. They're in the cave. India, in their part of India, and Mumbai is the cave. Yeah. But they see everything else because they all have phones. They all have phones. They're like the guys watching Bollywood videos, like they see what life is like elsewhere. So it's like, I mean, maybe they haven't experienced it, but it's still like they get it to a degree. I don't know, man. I'm just like,
Old bumpers of cars. Namaste. Machinery, loud noises, the smell of food, and a lot more, I'm sure you can imagine. It's absolutely incredible here.
like, what is he doing, brother? It's just like, what? He's just undoing a car part. Like, this dead ass feels like a video game. Like, I know this is going to be like a crazy first world take. Like, when he's walking through these streets where there's just trash everywhere and people like cutting up stuff, I'm like, oh, this literally feels like I'm in like a dystopian cyberpunk. Like, yeah, like a campaign in a video game, actually.
Filter, yeah. Nothing goes to waste. The biggest industry in this.
No, don't say that. I'm not dissing India or their country. I'm saying I feel bad that it's like, the average job somebody has to do is literally sifting through trash. Like, that, like, this is, like, everywhere, everybody on this strip in this part of Mumbai works by going through computer parts and motherboards. Like,
Slum is recycling.
It's a recycling. Every day, they get more than 7,000 kilogram to 20,000 kilogram plastic. Doesn't matter, is there the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. They work every day. 7 days in the week and 30 days in the month.
Just the intricate streets, like, look at those stairs up into these nests that people live in, you know, look at the cables. Look at all these stairs.
what do elders in India do, though? Is there a system that helps pay, like, their bills? Like, say, because this is such manual labor that at some point, dude, you're like 60. You're not going to be able to do this anymore, and your kids can't provide for you.
Everywhere, every last square inch is taken up. You've got people migrating from all over the subcontinent of India to come here because
The children do provide.
this is where you can get your start in life.
Somebody said I saw a dildo at Goodwill. Did you buy it?
What's your name?
My name is Rajesh Suleimani.
And do you deliver all around Mumbai?
Mumbai, all Mumbai.
Is that good
Is this like the equivalent?
money?
Where is you from?
I'm New Zealand.
Zealand.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, mashallah.
Yeah. Is that good pay? Good job?
1,500. He works with
$15 a day. So he's making almost 3 times as much as the guys that are scrapping metal, but $15 a day. Bro said not bad. Not bad. Minimum wage in New Jersey is $15.93 or some shit. Minimum wage. The lowest you could get paid in New Jersey for 1 hour is more than he gets paid in a day. Yes, the cost of living is far higher, but I'm saying still, even with that, there's not a world where you can live a comfortable life making $15 a day.
Yeah, crazy.
Imagine.
Are they getting taxed on this money as well? Like, is this guy having to give part of his money to the government? And he's making $3,000 a year. Or like more than 3. He's making like $4K a year.
Sitting in a one position, you're driving in the traffic with the dust.
Good luck. Good luck. They sacrifice this for an Islamic tradition, right?
It's for the Islamic tradition.
Is this
What is that?
sacrifice this for an Islamic tradition, right?
It's for the
Nuts? Are those balls?
Islamic tradition.
Is this goat on steroids?
No,
It's huge.
because of the breed. These breeds
Yeah, what's going on here?
are different. They're grown much more faster.
Right.
But their meat is not that much tasty.
So this guy's doing welding, and his eye protection is a little piece of glass you can see there.
Awesome. He's welding with glass. Glass to protect his eyes.
Thank you, sir. So all these guys are preparing hundreds of meals for the other parts of the slum. So you can actually get them delivered up into the other parts of the slum. So we've got rice here, and then we've got bags of curry here. Amazing.
But it's like clean. Like, I know they're barefoot, but like you look at the floor, like this place is clean.
That would blow me up from the inside out, right?
Yeah.
You know what it also is? And I think this also skews it. Because in the US, where there's a shitload of poor people, there's also so many fucking rich people. Like when you're in San Francisco, for example, there are so many rich ass people and then homeless, right? But here, I feel like relative, like kind of going back to what Zod was saying, it's like relative in the sense that it's like they're not, like everyone here is not doing well. So it's like comparatively, you're not that upset. Not that upset. I'm saying like it's not, you're not like walking on the street and there's a dude in a Bugatti driving by and you're fucking homeless. It's like everyone's not doing great.
No, they don't make that much spicy.
As a baby, you're born with...
That's like an argument people make for like why some of the happiest countries have also the highest suicide rate is because it's like in perspective, right? Like if everyone's doing really bad, you're not going to be as unhappy as if you're looking around and you're seeing everyone else doing great and happy and you're not. It's going to amplify that depression and sadness you feel.
The chili in your mouth, right?
Something like that. But Mumbai people, they eat less spicy.
Why is a lot of food in India spicy? I don't know. It's just like cultural shit. People like spicy stuff.
But the chili, right?
Yeah, no, they don't make that much spicy.
As a baby, you're born with a chili in your mouth.
That's a fucking lie, dude. He's gonna say that shit's not spicy. I guarantee you I ate that, I'd be sweating.
Right?
Something like that. But Mumbai people, they eat less spicy. If you go south part of the India, they're normal spicy. For me,
you're a pussy. Bro, go eat like Indian spicy food and get back to me. Go eat like real Indian spicy food and get back to me. Oh, white boy. Get the fuck out of here. I've eaten the one chip twice, Petty. I'm Indian. Okay, Zod, I'm not talking to you.
It's very big spicy.
So this is where they make soap.
Yeah, so what they do, they collect the used soap from the hotels. Tomorrow you're gonna left the hotel, you're gonna left the piece of the soap. For them, it's...
You're Indian, Zod? I didn't know that. See, I don't know. I didn't know that at all.
Not used, and for you, it's not used.
So all the waste soap left over from the hotel.
You're like 100% Indian? Yes, you did. I mean, you probably told me, but I forgot.
And old half-used soap comes here, gets all melted down into these.
No, I'm bald. Half. Well, for a brief moment, I thought General Zod was actually my General Zod mod. I thought General Zod, my mod, was also the guy General Zod Chess for a minute. But that was like a day I thought that.
Cases here, combined, mixed with animal fats and cooking oil, and then made into soap used in laundries or for cleaning purposes. Unreal. And you can see here the guys cutting it into squares and packaging it up.
He addressed it. Yeah, General Zod Chess had to go, I'm not Joe Bart's mod. Because he was getting so many comments that were like, wait, do you mod for Joe Bart? He's like, no, that is somebody else that has the same username.
Ready to be sold. With Mumbai having 22 million people in it, you can imagine there's a lot of waste and there's a lot of people.
Wait, what is this that he's cutting? I need to pay attention.
Wanting to make $1. What you're seeing here is the result of that.
What is that? That's soap? What's it made of? It's not made of fucking poop, dude. What are we talking about? I'm not like, I actually can't even reach out for any part of useful information whatsoever. Okay, animal fat. That's like a lot of soaps.
So we've come up one of these extremely steep ladders here, and in here, what are they doing here?
They color the clothes. Means you saw they have a white
They're
color.
dyeing them.
They're dyeing them, yeah.
Okay.
This is the new diamonds made by plastics. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna take these diamonds and they're gonna stitch into the clothes.
So this man makes a design on his computer and then it gets put into...
This has to be higher paid. This is like higher skill labor. But still, bro, it's probably like, I hope he asks every one of them how much money they make.
To the laser machine, and the laser machine carves a design.
Oh, this is so much harder.
Into this piece of wood. Then they put the plastic diamonds on the piece of wood, shake it, so all the plastic diamonds fall into the design. Then it's compressed onto the fabric with glue. So you have clothing with plastic jewelry pressed into it.
Can you put it on for me?
Why not?
Very pretty.
This is not for the me. It's for the women.
No, it suits you.
Okay. Tiny plastic for you, it's waste. But for them, it's a diamond and it's good quality. Ladies t-shirt.
Butterfly.
Half butterfly.
I think you're a butterfly kind of guy, right? Beautiful.
And that's...
Nah, this guy's funny. This guy's funny. Oh my God, that's getting a like.
a Porsche. The car. You like the car? That's a Porsche.
No, this one's definitely your style.
Bro, that's like a good bedazzle.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Keep up the great work. So this is
Do you have League of Legends installed on that PC? Could I get a quick ARAM in?
outside the diamond shop, and they
You got CSGO?
actually keep it shut because they don't want people stealing their designs, because everybody makes their custom version of it. And so the recycled diamonds are viewed as, you know, a thing of value, right? So they keep it top secret here behind these shutters. I've been crossing borders a lot lately, and the last thing sponsoring this video,
Pants here, and you can touch the
let's get back to India. They're making pants here.
They make the pants here, and you can touch the quality.
This is great.
That's a great quality, but no brand.
All right.
They don't use any brands. Only they get separately the brand name. They're gonna stitch the labels.
It's counterfeit.
Yep.
How old is this?
So how much do they get to sell a pair of pants for that's counterfeit? I feel like I'd rather buy just like a pair of pants with no brand than like fake like brand dress pants.
Man.
Like I'd rather you just not even put a label on it.
19.
How many hours a day does he do this?
13 hour, 14 hour.
Wait, how much does he make? $19 a day?
How old is this man?
Oh my God, he's 19?
19.
How many hours a day
He's a fucking kid, bro. Like
does he do this?
13 hour, 14 hour. Just sitting in the same position
14 hours.
with no
And he just stitches pants.
supports the back.
Every day, 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 365 days a year. That guy kind of looks like me, dead ass.
This is not the cushion chair. This is made by wood. You know the bums get hurt.
God, I'm gonna be so dead ass. I did not think you looked like that. But I'm white as shit. Okay, well, you don't look like him. I don't know. It's really hard. Like, when I try to envision a Joe Bart viewer, I envision somebody that's like 5'9". Like, I don't know. I basically envision like an average Sims character, if I'm being honest. Like, not every Joe Bart viewer. I'm just like imagining like, bro, because you gotta be, I'm basing this off of the sample size of people that recognize me, and the average person that recognizes me is between the ages of 16 and 25. And they're usually like 5'9", very normal build. Yo, Joe Bart. Some shit like that. What are we making here?
Bring the plastic here.
Looks like Legos. But then who do you sell that to? Somebody buys that? Absolutely. They smelt it down and remake it? Oh my God. What is in that bag that he could carry that?
From the peoples, those who don't want to be wash the clothes, and he gonna put the tag number, and he gonna send this
He's the dry cleaners.
all the clothes to the laundry, one of the biggest laundry in the world. They go there, they get washed on there, they're gonna dry on there, and give back to this guy. And he's gonna do the ironing.
Your horse? What was your name?
Abdul Qayyum.
Abdul Karim. Nick. Nice to meet you.
This guy's fitted.
So the moment you've all been waiting for, here are the toilets. So have a look at this. It just goes straight through to a river underneath. So this is the river where the toilet drops into. You can see there's some animals down here looking through the toilet trash. Yeah, this is the reality of this area of India.
How much do you need to cannonball into that water? Oh my God, I thought that guy was naked. Holy fuck. I was about to be like, we gotta end stream.
So we got some apple juice here.
Apple juice.
But has it got milk?
Apple milk.
I've never seen an apple milkshake before.
No, they have apple milkshake, they have a banana milkshake.
And where does he get the ice from?
They have the equipment to make ice cubes, and they call them, I want a one block. They give them a blocks, and the people put it here. You need this supply, you will get this supply. You will get everything in the slum. You don't need to go.
Oliver said loose ass underpants. What the fuck are we? That was what you were thinking about, that his underwear was loose.
Outside. Dates, banana shake.
Wow.
Dates and bananas have a good carbs and sugars, good for the bodybuilders.
Right. Get your haircut here on the side of the road.
Oh, I would get an Indian street haircut, bro. I watch these videos all the time. They like slap you in the face, shave you with a straight razor.
Smells good.
Here you're gonna find mostly men's only.
Okay.
Because they people are immigrants. They have a family.
We were rich.
They are from Uttar Pradesh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's from 28 hours away.
He's from Uttar Pradesh
Right.
and he came here for the work to make more money.
How long have you lived here?
4 years. He is 18-year-old.
He moved here when he was 14 alone to make money for his family. Do they not have school?
18. And he
Can you
came here
imagine?
when he was 14.
14.
Behind every one of these doors, there's 1,000 stories to tell, and there's just people on computers, people doing physical work, all kinds of different activities and money-making industries and residential areas. It's everything that you can possibly imagine and more goes on in these incredible streets. The people are honestly so hospitable and friendly.
I think that's the thing too. It's like impoverished, but they're not. I feel like you never hear about like people being violent. You know, it's like,
And,
at least violent towards tourists, rather.
you know, they seem...
I could be wrong, but I'm just saying through the vloggers that I watch that go to India, they're always like, yeah, it's safe.
somewhat content and... Hi, you good?
I think it depends though. There's violence everywhere. Let me look that up. Generally safe for tourists. Exercise crime and or exercise caution in certain areas due to localized crime. And it also just says civil unrest right now with what's going on that they were talking about previously. Colomsin, Bug, Chris, thank you for the 5. Mac for the sub. Cutie, thank you for the 10. Rory and Jack for the sub. Torin, Mist. Eddie, Thean, ABC, Torin, DX for the sub. Brian for me for the sub. Sandy, thank you for the 25 to Cambridge Boyce Foundation. Exclamation point Boyce chat if you want to donate. Exlo Travis, it's for the sub. Match and chat stoners up to 10K. Evan and Bob Shady for the sub. Gabo, thank you for the 3. Stevie for the 3. Sweaty for the sub. Some, thank you for the 5. Ellen, thank you for the 10. Ollie, thank you for the 10. Gifted Joshua, thank you for the 50 to Cambridge Boyce Foundation as well. Destiny, thank you for the 5. Shocks for the sub. B-Dub, thank you for the 5. Oogie for the sub. Me here, thank you for the sub. Cutie, thank you for the 5. Gifted OBG Russian. Stevie, thank you for the 3. Thigh for the sub. Coming for the 1. Lana, thank you for the 65. Admiral, how about you use the platform? Make a real difference. Thank you. Lance and Truly for the sub. Cutie and JJ for the sub. Gay Lance Pop. Kian, thank you for the 3. Liam. Mr. Kiwi. Jiru for the sub. Sai, thank you for the 10. King for the sub. Ghost, thank you for the 3. Reverend for the sub. Joshua for the 25. And Nicholas, thank you for the 55. Oh my God. YK, thank you for the sub. Sienna for the 15. Chat, sorry I'm not reading the messages and I'm just reading the donos, but there's just a lot. We got to get through videos too.
Okay. Come? Okay. See, just as I was saying, I've been invited up. What's your name? Sakhalwat Khan. I'm Nick. Nick, me. My name. Nick.
Why, Nick?
Nick. Yeah.
Nick. Wow.
This is your house?
Yeah.
Where? This is his house?
Nick.
Why, Nick?
Nick. Yeah.
Nick. Wow.
This is your house?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You live in here?
Close.
Closed. Oh, building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's not his house.
Oh, you're moving.
Okay.
Okay. What about upstairs?
I don't think this is I don't think either of them are understanding what the other is saying. I have a feeling that this is a conversation that is going nowhere.
You show me?
Come.
Yeah, that's a language barrier.
Oh, wow. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, is this a workplace?
Assalam.
Printing.
Oh, printing.
Yeah.
Clothes.
Yes.
Fish.
Are we printing clothes? Are we making fish? What are we fucking doing, dude? What are we talking about? Is this a double business right now? One side's chopping up dead fish, the other's printing clothes. What are we talking about?
Oh, wow.
Oh, they're printing fish on clothes.
What kind of fish you got?
Nope, they're making salmon.
Oh.
Nope, they're actually processing fish. Okay, all right.
What's your name?
Saif Khan.
Saif Khan. Oh, nice to meet you.
That looks like that was enough for like lunch for them. I don't know if that's, I think that they were just saying, yeah, we're also making fish right now. Quit talking and start doing, motivating. Why is it separated like this? Quata and stew? Like, what is the red? We it tall looking.
Are you from?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah, you know it? Cricket.
Cricket. India cricket.
Yeah. One of the most favorite sports of India is cricket, and in New Zealand.
Dude, I've tried to get into cricket before. I don't understand how the game works.
And it's very popular, so it's always a way that I've found to bond with Indians is to talk about cricket. Instagram?
Huh?
Yeah.
Instagram
Same
also.
as again, Indigo Traveler.
Oh, 1 lakh.
There you go, that's it. They're all subscribing to my channel and follow me on Instagram. Yeah, you like that? Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Yes.
No, that's
Sending. It's a Sudan.
South Sudan. Yeah.
What about Africa?
What do I know about Africa?
We are here.
Vlogging video.
Assalamu alaikum. Your brother?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Real brother, cousin.
This is where it gets real awkward, bro. He's just stuck here having a conversation with this dude's brother. It's like when I've gotten recognized, they're like, yo, let me FaceTime my friend real quick. And then they just hand me their phone. And I'm like, hey, don't really know what to say here.
Cousin brother.
Okay. Brother.
Awesome.
Are you from
Now we're
Auckland?
No, South Island.
Oh, South Island.
Yeah. We're video calling everybody now.
He goes in alphabetical order down his contacts and just starts FaceTiming everybody. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Your mom?
My wife.
Your
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's calling his wife.
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 Assalamu alaikum.
Why?
He's from New Zealand, Auckland.
Nice to meet you.
But do you think it's because they don't meet like tourists? I don't understand.
Alhamdulillah.
I have seen videos where people go into like very rural parts of China or like areas even in like not really as much Japan because Japan has so many tourists, but like certain countries you'll go to and people will gawk at you because they've just never seen like an American man or woman. Like they're like in real life.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. Grab me, rope,
No, they don't. Okay, Zach Bridges.
so I don't die.
About right. Right, Zach Bridges? About right. That's a funny one. That's a funny one.
The tight alleyways now.
If someone coming, just turn around and try to pass it.
Okay.
Right?
I feel like I gotta learn how to reverse rage bait Zach because all he does is type annoying shit in my chat.
Just there, downstairs.
And it's crazy because so many of you are chatting, yet somehow my eyes always find his fuck ass chat.
Left. And you can look left and right. Right, like this, left, and then you can look right. Like that.
Wow,
There is
amazing.
the upstairs. Just turn around and right.
Oh, wow. The chili is in the air, man.
Somebody's cooking
spicy food.
No. What they do, I will.
You can see how the houses are built here. It's like just stacked on top of each other with bits of metal welded together and old bits of whatever they can find, really. Old gates.
Yeah, bro, but like, do these houses collapse and like fucking kill people often? Like, this looks like a heavy house.
Recycling even when it comes down to the houses. Believe it or not, I was here in this exact slum almost 10 years ago making videos, so that really shows my age. I had a bit more hair then. This has just been an amazing experience. Say hi. But what has also changed since those days is the development. There's big skyscrapers in the background here, and they weren't there. Also, the bridges and the metro that goes over the slum wasn't here. There's huge development going on here. And they're actually, ultimately, all these people will be pushed out to another part of Mumbai.
What? So they're going to try and make this area nicer, and then they're going to make all the other people he's been talking to fuck off somewhere else? I mean, that's like literally what the United States does, where it's just like you have like a homeless people problem, you're like, leave.
Far away, maybe an hour and a half away, because with
Go to another area.
the developing population of India
Or they push you to an area like Skid Row and they just kind of combine them all in one spot.
and the rise of the financial and middle class, the neighborhoods are developing at an unmatched pace, and this is prime real estate. Back then, Mumbai wasn't as big, but now it's growing astronomically. Remarkable to see from a first person's perspective over 10 years how much it's changed. Mumbai as a whole has day and night difference. It's so much more developed than it was 10 years ago when I first came to India. It's pretty impressive.
How are you?
Good.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Zealand. Where are you from?
Yes, this is my first vlog.
Oh, this is your first vlog?
All right, you need to do a Mr. Beast intro right now. You're not being entertaining enough. You're not going to make the cut. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be giving away $8 million. All they have to do is just hold onto an airplane for the next 6 months.
So we're coming up to where some people actually live. Check this out. This is a tannery, so you got the animal skins here from the goats, and they dye them, and also, they live here. So you've got the kitchen here, and then over here, this is the bedding. So they roll out these fabrics.
Oh my God, they literally wake up, eat, and then just start working.
On this hard concrete ground, and they sleep on that, and up here is their bags. So, as I was saying earlier, people come from all over India to work very, very hard, as you can see, for hours on end, day in, day out, 7 days.
Bro, but that's what I'm not understanding. They're saying they come from all over India. They will drive 30 hours to this specific area in Mumbai to make $6 a day. So what the fuck is the salary in northern India where that guy came from? When for him to be 14 years old, leave his family and come work in Mumbai to make $10 a day. What the fuck is the working conditions over there? Like literally nothing? Like you're just like living on the land?
A week, and they live in these conditions, but they're so hospitable and kind. I mean, it's the same thing that you'll see in a lot of places, but it's always
Yo, I know this is gonna be so random, but this is making do you guys remember the TikTok live era where there would be like two guys at night in the woods in India laying on like the dirt, and every time somebody would donate a rose, they would stand up and do the chicken dance, and then they would lay back down, and they would do this for like 10 hours a day. And I remember going, bro, they're making like $30 a day. How is this worth it? Because it's more than like what they're making. Like obviously I knew that the conditions were bad, but it's like, holy fuck, they're making more doing that than this.
You know, makes you consider your...
What are you talking about? Bro, you had to be on the side of TikTok I was on. This was probably 3 years ago.
Your own life and then your own complaints, you know? Make sure you look where you're putting your feet in these places.
There's other ones, not in India. I think it's like the Philippines, where there'll be a dunk tank, and he just sits in a dunk tank, and there's a bunch of like donation goals, and you just do something, and it'll like make him fall, or he gets like like hit with a strobe light or some shit. I don't know. It's like random stuff.
Hi, how are you?
Isn't TikTok banned in India? I feel like this was prior to. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it wasn't. That was 2020. Where would that have been then? Like Bangladesh? I don't know. Or unless they were using like a VPN or something. What the fuck did Zod just send me? C1, thank you for the 15. Baha and Sap for the subs. Hero, thank you for the 10. Anonymous for the 2. JMD for the 5. MT, thank you for the 4. Faith for the sub. Exlo, thank you for the 10. It's and Victor for the sub. 4. And Steph, thank you for the 3. Seabass for the 2. J Baby and Kid, thank you for the sub. Jacob, thank you for the 5. 4, thank you for the 5. Connor for the sub. Earn, thank you for the 126. Mr. Dollar, thank you for the 25. John, thank you for the 10. Sienna, thank you for the 15. YK and Sin, thank you for the sub. Killa and Mac, thank you for the sub. Chris, thank you for the 5. QD, thank you for the 10. And C1, thank you for the 15. Again, chat, sorry I'm not reading the dono messages themselves. There's just a lot coming in. And we're not even through the first video, and we're an hour and a half into stream. So that's why I'm pausing to read the donos, but I'm not reading the messages, so I do apologize, chat. We are at $3,039 total. Matching that, we are at $6,060 right now, dub. Oh, Zod just sent me a selfie. Zod, you look nothing like that guy that you said you look like. Literally nothing. Chat, I'm not gonna show stream. If you remember the picture that he's my clone, he looks actually nothing like you. Like, it's not even close.
Hi.
Bro said he looks like me, but I'm just white. Nope.
Huh? That's what I like to see.
Honestly, Zod, it's not like, not what I pictured you in my head to look like, but it's not, like, I'm not shocked. Like, I don't know if there would be anything that would shock me.
Give you money, you give me.
What would shock me if Zod sent a selfie and he was like 80 years old? He's like 70. Yeah, I'd be like, whoa.
Money, how about that? Hello. Family house here. It's just basically a few meters by a few meters. So Naira,
yes.
You live here in this house?
Wait, they all live in this one room?
Yes.
How many people live in this house?
4 and 5.
5. Wow, and do you sleep upstairs or on the floor here?
Yes. Yes.
On the floor?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, so your mom, your dad, and your...
All of them There's five. There's 4 kids, 2 parents.
Your brother and sisters all sleep down here.
Yes.
Wow.
This is my sister.
Oh wow. So sister, brother, sister, mom, dad working.
Yes.
Do you like living here?
Yes.
Yeah? And you've got lots of friends?
Yes.
Do you go to school?
Yes.
Will you live here for your whole life or will you go somewhere else?
All right.
What do you want to do for a job when you grow up?
Navy.
Navy?
Yes.
Wow, and that's a very brave job.
Yes.
So why do you want to be in the Navy?
Navy is my father tell to you job Navy.
Oh, your dad.
Wow. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be in the Navy. Why? Because my dad told me I'm doing that. Damn. Joe, close your mouth. I'm fucking shocked, bro.
Wants you to be
Sorry.
in the Navy. Wow. And what about you?
I can't stop thinking, bro, if they're like the average home here, they have that many kids and they're varying in ages, but they all live in one room. I'm going to ask a genuine question here. How and where are these children being conceived?
Oh, you want to be a lawyer?
Yes.
Oh, wow. You're going to be very successful then. Good luck. Nice to meet you. High five. Thank you.
Welcome.
Are these all a part of the same family? I'm so lost. One died?
So we've jumped on the train and we're about to go to this huge laundry area.
Oh, the shit where they said they wash all the stuff? Oh, there's only a minute left. Lock in.
This is the biggest open air laundry in the world.
In the world, they wash
Oh, they hang dry everything.
100,000 piece of clothes in a day. They get all the clothes from the hospital, restaurants. This business was started by the English people in 1890.
Thanks for joining me as we ventured
They wash 100,000 pieces of clothing a day. Where the fuck are they hanging all that?
deep into the heart of Mumbai today. Although India does have a mixed reputation, the one thing that can't
That is insane, bro. This guy makes great vlogs. That was fucking such an interesting video. On hangers? Yeah, but you don't have enough space, like, even with that many hangers. D1 and Brian for the sub. Gabriel, thank you for the 10. Friendly, thank you for the 5. Gifted Scoochie and Corbin, thank you for the sub. C1, thank you for the 15. Again, chat, next video, lock it in. I let flat earthers talk to the head of NASA.
This is me showing the head of NASA something that the leader of the Flat Earth Society sent me.
It's like a hand-drawn 3rd grade image of a flat Earth with a turtle holding the planet up. So tell me, since you're the head of NASA, what do you think about this? It's like made with crayon. It's like him drawing it like this.
Obviously, I see that. I'm like, I don't want to show that to you, but here I am. I guess I'm doing it. You're the head of NASA. What's going on?
Because using my connections with both the scientific genius...
I feel like we've seen this guy before. Because I knew y'all were going to start saying that shit. I know, because right when I saw his face, I was like, nah, I remember the shit my chat was saying.
...and conspiracy theorists of the world, I'm allowing flat...
I gotta lock in, bro. Stop saying all... Yeah, he's all ears. I can't. That's like mean, bro. That's mean.
Earthers to get their conspiracies answered by the head of NASA himself, Jared Isaacman. The man who led the first ever SpaceX mission, performed the first spacewalk ever by a civilian, and now that he's the head of NASA, promises to return America to the moon in the next 2 years. In the first conspiracy...
Like to live on the moon? Like what do they mean return to the moon? Like, yeah, we're gonna have like an actual space station, but docked there.
Flat Earthers wanted addressed was the original moon landings.
If you look at Apollo 9, 11, and 12.
Oh, this guy's just a fucking jackass, dude. I mean, every time you hear about flat earthers, you hear about this dude, and he goes to these conventions. He's like, "Oh, you could tell these images are just totally like fabricated. Like, none of this is real." Have you ever been in a plane? Like, I'm so shocked that nobody's offered. Like, he's been doing this LARP for like 15. I know he's not a LARPer. But it's like, he's been doing this shit for like 15 years, right? I feel like there has to be somebody that's like, yo, since you're the head of this group, we'll pay for you to go up there, confirm that the Earth isn't flat, and then come back down. Not to space, but like, what, you know, when you could take like one of those really like high air balloon flights or something, like some shit Red Bull would do. They pay a shitload of money. They give it, $1 million to fucking send him up there. And then he just goes, everybody shut up. It's content piece. They could still just lie. Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to. You think he would lie? There's no way he would grift beyond that point. You think they'd send his ass up there with a camera too, so they could film him seeing the round Earth, And then for him to come back down and go, yeah, that shit was flat. That's some Among Us imposter level lies. That would be appalling to see shit like that. He gets up there, sees the earth is round, goes, oh, damn. Comes back down. Yeah, that shit was fake, bro.
It's the same picture. The clouds never change.
I think they knocked me out before and then seamlessly transitioned it like it was a perfect TikTok transition. And they convinced me I was going up in space to see the round earth. But in reality, I was in a CIA torture chamber room, depleted of my natural senses so they could manipulate my mind into thinking that I saw a round earth. That's the type of shit they'd say.
Jared was prepared to defend them.
I thought I'd bring a couple artifacts.
Ooh.
I'm Jared.
Yes. Nice to officially meet you, Jack.
Fake moon boot. Fake moon rock.
Nice to meet you as well. That is the boot that left the last footprint.
Yeah, too bad that shit's fake. You 3D printed that last night.
Wow. Moon. Gene Cermans on Apollo 17. And that's the rock he brought back with Harrison Jack Schmitt.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Look, we absolutely did it, but I'm not like the kind of person, like dismissive of the concerns. I get it. We haven't been back in more than a half century. Like, right. I understand.
I think this was probably recorded before. This could have been recorded after they went around the moon. Because we haven't been back, like we didn't put anybody on the moon.
And that people are skeptical, and especially like generations now that grew up with everything in high definition video, like why is it so hard? And the answer is, look, we had 4.5% of discretionary budget. We had a great rival in the Soviet Union. It was a space race. It was another battleground of the Cold War. I get it, Right now we're a quarter.
I mean, that's literally the reason. If the government doesn't have a reason to throw money at NASA and say you got to get this done, then they just won't do it. Because they won't have the funds to.
Of the discretionary budget, and we were doing a lot.
Like that's what Neil deGrasse Tyson would say is like, if we wanted to go to Mars right now, we could get up there in 2 years. Like, it would cost $1 trillion, but we could do it. Like, it's not like, oh, the technology isn't there. It's just like they don't have the staff and the funding to do it.
A lot of things to make everybody happy, other than maybe necessarily the most important things we need to do as a space agency, which is to continue.
Why does the flag look like it's waving in the still frame image that we were seeing? It doesn't make sense. What about the wind?
Continue to venture out.
There's no wind in space, so it doesn't really make sense.
There for all we stand to learn, all we stand to gain from scientific potential, economic.
Lacey was rage baiting, bro. There's no way he believes that shit. I don't know, man. Honestly, maybe there's a chance.
Economic potential, national security. This is what we are supposed to do, and we're getting back on that foot.
I'm in a lot of Ubers in like Arkansas, filming some random video, and they'll ask me what I do. I'll bring up space and science, and they'll go, "You really?"
Ooh, and then you hear your Uber driver air the word firmament. So you believe in like that space shit? No, but like the atmosphere is so thick, nothing could actually leave it. I know that's going to be an interesting Uber ride, though. It's going to be a great conversation.
You think they went to the moon? And it's crazy. There was recently a survey that said 30% of Americans are unsure or don't think that the U.S. landed on the moon.
Are you fucking joking? There's 17% of Americans that are unsure. I would venture to say that is somehow worse than saying the moon landing's fake. Like, I would rather you say the moon landing's fake than being like, well, we don't have enough evidence. I can't really call. I'm going to remain, some would say, in the religious sense, agnostic on this specific situation. I'm going to refrain from choosing. What? I would rather you be like, nah, that shit's fake. Be a conspiracy theorist than legitimately go, well, I don't really know.
On the moon. That is crazy to me.
Right, so, that boot over there was worn by Gene Cernan.
Can I pick it up?
Please.
Oh my gosh, that is terrifying. Okay.
But the flat earthers wanted to know if the moon landing really was real.
You couldn't just put us back on the moon like one time, like.
Right.
Why did they never go back?
So to be very clear, like now.
Why would we? It's a fucking rock in space with not that much going on there. There's no war-based reasons to go there, and there's no economic reasons to go there. So why would we spend the money to do it? The craziest shit is, like, I think about this, too. It's like, a lot of it's just human curiosity, too. It's like, but that's not enough to as a society, go, let's fund this.
NASA knows how to do this, right? I mean, we did it in the 1960s. We knew absolutely nothing about human space exploration, right? And from the time that Alan Shepard went up for his suborbital, spent minutes in space to Neil and Buzz walking on the moon, you're talking about 8 years. We can do the near impossible at NASA. What's happened, though, absent competition, is you kind of get comfortable and you try and make everybody happy, and you have a lot of stakeholders. A lot of people love NASA, but they don't really necessarily agree on what is the right direction that we should always be going on. And as a result, we spread ourselves thin and we started to move very slowly, trying to appease everyone. And the end result is you actually don't make anyone happy when you.
Yo, real quick, what is the name of that guy that he flashed that is a flat earther? That dude has a YouTube account. I just want to doom scroll real quick and see what he's doing. Does anybody know the name of that flat earther? He's like the guy. Somebody knows. Andrew. Okay. Maybe channel name? Andrew. All right. Thanks. Mia Khalifa. All right. Flat Earth Dave. There it is. Go to chatter. Go to chatter. I know that's right too. Flat Earth Dave. There it is. Oh, he has a podcast. What if Earth isn't what you've been told? Flat Earth Dave explains. The three-body problem and the heliocentric hypothesis. Flat Earth. Patriots across the pond and friends. Oh, God.
She forced me to look, and I went in trying to debunk it. And here I am, 12 years later, Flat Earth Dave talking to you.
Wow. Yeah, man, I realize we're not going to have near enough time to cover all those topics. So we're going to jump in.
Bro, this is like a level of psychosis now. If you've genuinely made your a big portion of your life about being a flat earther for 12 years. If you haven't actually done, if you've been trying to prove that the Earth is flat for 12 years, you would have at some point come across something that definitively proves the Earth is round, right? Outside of you just looking into the heliocentric theory, or even knowing that there are people that were able to, mathematically guess the circumference of the Earth within a fairly close margin, 4,000 years ago, right? In 12 years, you haven't, yes, you could find things that are suspicious about the moon landing. You could find things that are suspicious about the government. But at some point, you would have come across something that definitively proved the Earth is round, that is undeniable. And you just go, nah.
To the one that, it's right there in your name, Flat Earth. Good night, man. I mean, NASA's putting out pictures every day. We've been told there's a globe in every classroom, the whole 9 yards. For someone who's never really looked into this topic, what is the flat Earth model in its simplest form that might, that you might be able to explain to somebody that may be new?
Yeah, when you Google flat Earth, Google's going to feed you. Oh, that's not what I wanted to show you, but that's funny poster. I came up with that at Anarchapulco. But if you Google flat Earth, this is what you get. This is what they want you to believe. This is two false paradigms of where a disk floating in space, in a heliocentric model. That's what they want you to think. They want you to think that. And then, the argument is, are we the only flat planet? The only pizza planet? And you'll dismiss it. And most people do, because flat Earth sounds absolutely ridiculous, because you're taught a fake heliocentric model.
No, because it's ridiculous. The reason it sounds ridiculous is not because of something. It's because it's ridiculous. That is word for word, cut off this. We don't need to watch anymore. I'm going to see what else he says, but it's no, it's not. It sounds ridiculous because, they want you to think it. No, it is.
Before you can have the ability to think. And then you're taught a fake flat Earth model, and you just can't even make sense.
All right, so give me the real flat Earth model here.
Sense of it. But once you understand that we're essentially the floor of creation, right?
Are we gonna get into the water finds its center shit because they have to disprove gravity? Because if you're a flat earther, you have to if you think the moon. It's not, you could think the moon landing's fake and not be a flat earther, but there are people that, if you're a flat earther, you also think the moon landing's fake. You think all of the space pictures are fake. You have to think that gravity's not real, at least in the way that it's described, right? You have to tweak it in some way to fit whatever narrative you believe.
Neil deGrasse Tyson
Like,
and
it's like you, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
and other, famous propped up cosmologists will say to think that
Neil deGrasse Tyson and all these other, scientists that are, apparently astronomers, but in reality, funded by Tel Aviv. Realistically, they're just, just spewing conspiracy theories out over and over again. When you actually look into it, you'll clearly realize the Earth is flat.
we're at the center is arrogant, is very, arrogant. That's the word they use, and that's absolutely not true. We are the center of creation. We're not. We didn't evolve.
Okay, bro. What is the model then? Show me a picture.
All from pond scum. Let's get my breath here. Sorry. The flat Earth model, the simplest way to look at it is if this is a top-down view of the world, the North Pole is at the center of our world pond, right? Can you bring me 5 gallons of water without a container?
No.
Right? Water needs to be contained. Well, all of these lands, all of these.
That was the worst fucking point I've ever heard in my entire life. He just said water needs to be contained, so there's like a wall that's holding the water from spilling out. What a fucking cornball. I mean, brother, the reason you need to bring 5 gallons of water without a container, because if you don't have a container, guess where the water goes? To the center of the earth. Guess where the water goes? Gravity pulls it, just like it's pulling your ass right now to the fucking center of the earth. Where do you think you're going when you're falling? Like, what is that? Where are we going? Like, just the ground? Like the ground? Oh no, we're like a container too.
These islands, all of these continents are higher than the water. Okay, so you have a shoreline. This is the shoreline of our world pond. This is Antarctica. And Antarctica is over double the height of the second highest continent in the world.
Okay, double the height of the second highest continent in the world. Another thing that's with this model is like, even if you go like historically, where like people have traveled around certain areas and ended up in other places, would this model immediately just be disproven or no? Like if you were to look at the ship route that explorers took, would this not literally, like they'd be in the middle of nowhere? They wouldn't be like, but they knew, like those guys knew the earth was round then because they were going, no, why do we have to go that way? We could just go all the way around the earth the other way, right? Like we could go in a different path. Like it just doesn't, oh my God, I just don't.
So Antarctica is the shoreline of our world.
So is that Africa? Because they're saying like if there was somebody that went around all the tip of Africa and then all the way through to like South America or North America, they ended up going up instead of just straight to the side. It's just wouldn't the stars also disprove this because they're able to navigate based on that?
Turn the hour hand on, the sun moves around once every 24 hours. It goes around.
Yes, but if the sun's going in a perfect round circle like this, how does that change time zone? Not just time zones, like time zones work in this model, but in the sense of like in the summer the sun sets earlier, like it's because Earth tilts on an axis, right? Earth tilts on an axis and we're orbiting around the sun. Like if the sun's only moving in a circular path like this, we wouldn't have seasons the way that we do, where in the winter the sun sets at 4 p.m. and in the summer it sets at 9. Or depending on the country, like Iceland. Like Iceland literally is 24. I would honestly say it's 24 hours of sunlight in the fucking summer, and then none in the winter at points, or like 4 hours, not even. It's like just like a weird dusk feeling, or dawn, I guess. But like this doesn't explain that.
So wherever the sun is, it's noon. When it's noon in Sydney, Australia, it's midnight over here. We live in a small. We live on.
But does he ever explain that? Like, I'm not gonna watch this whole fucking podcast. Does he ever explain that?
A flat Earth. Somehow it's enclosed. I don't think space is a vacuum with a small local sun. There's a lot.
Small. So he thinks the sun. He thinks the sun is tiny, like smaller than Earth.
That we don't know, but. Cosmology, in the globe model, they think they know everything, but they literally have no science to back it up. They say the sun is 93 million miles away. They have no way to back that up. They say that the radius of the Earth is 3959 miles, but that's been debunked. Everything.
When? I want to be this person. I want to be this guy so bad because it's just like how much easier life is to just come up with everything yourself and then go, like, whenever somebody tells you something, you go, nah, that's been debunked. No. You just go on with your day. Like, you just go, nah, that's been debunked. That's not real. And it's like there's certain parts of my life and your life where that is the case, where motherfuckers just spew lies on social media, and it's like, that's what you do. You go, that's been debunked, right? That's fake, right? But, like, he does this with every single counterpoint. He goes, that's been debunked. That's not real.
They say, and they use the word science, they don't actually use science. They use pseudoscience. And they teach us the globe before we have the ability to discern. Like if I said to you, Billy, I used to be president of the United States. You heard me. You remember what I said?
You used to be president of the United States.
And now how did you remember that? Your conscious mind said, what did he just say? It went to your subconscious memory. It said, he said it was president of the United States. Is that a true statement or a false statement?
False.
Well, did you take the time to verify it?
No.
Well, no need to, right? Because you have enough life experience to say, I don't need to verify that at all. Now, if I told you right now I was in Mexico, you'd be like, is he? I wonder, right? But you might want to verify that if you wanted to prove it, but no need to prove that
Is he not disproving his own point by saying this factual statement? Because he's saying there's certain things that you just know because of previous knowledge that you've acquired in your life, and that would be the earth being round. I think he's trying to say that that's how people feel because they've been manipulated by the education system to feel that way.
President of the United States. But before, so the way I describe it is, you have your subconscious mind, which is the memory bank, and you have your...
We're just watching a podcast right now. I'm actually just... I know I'm getting out of this. I'm going back to the video. Well, I'm just watching a podcast right now. I'm just sitting here literally just fucking... Sitting here watching an hour-long podcast debating this guy about fucking the earth being flat.
Try and do it that way. Now, one of the obligations I see in my my job here at NASA is to get all the stakeholders together and communicate kind of the reality of the situation and get everybody aligned in the direction we need to go. So I think we've been very effective at communicating there is another space race. If we do nothing and it's a continuation of the status quo, we will lose. That will be a heavy moment for, I think, the world. You know, when you see the next lander on the moon, and it's not going to be the grainy footage of the night suit, it's going to be pretty crystal clear, and then you see an astronaut going down the ladder or elevator, and it's a Chinese technonaut. I think that...
Yeah, and too bad when the Chinese technonaut lands on the moon, the Kool-Aid man breaks out of the wall and goes, oh yeah, because the video's AI.
Sends
the Earth's flat.
A message that something is broken. So we can either wait for that moment to happen, and then wonder what we could have done differently, or we could start doing things differently now. And as a result...
Oh, I can move chat back.
I think our stakeholders have been very responsive and willing to let NASA get back to doing what we know works. And that's why I think you're starting to see some speed, some momentum, and some energy here at NASA.
Let's move on to the next conspiracy flat earthers wanted addressed. NASA's crazy money use. Do they really need to spend $23 million on a toilet, or is that money going somewhere else?
Somebody sent me this, right? It's like we've got this yacht, and we've got an expensive house, and we've got the toilet for $23 million. You know what I mean? And obviously I see that, I'm like,
yeah, like you guys are only in space for like 8 days. Why don't you just like poop in Ziploc bags? Why don't you just like, just use a regular toilet?
I don't want to show that to you, but
why don't you just shit in a bag and seal it?
Here I am, I guess I'm doing it. What do you say to things like that? Like, what can NASA do to make things cheaper, you know?
Well, I would say first...
But before I can show you his answer, I want to prove to you why he knows what he's talking about.
You imagine sharding yourself in the middle of the night in zero gravity.
In this area.
It's going to...
Just starts fucking leaking all over the spaceship.
A little bit of like who you are.
Yeah, so I left school at 16 because I hated high school. Started a tech company, which was really just to pay for, you know, pizza and maybe beer on the weekends.
$2 billion.
Waking up on my keyboard and needed a hobby in life, so I guess 6...
Chat, this is what they say, brother. D students are the entrepreneurs, you know? Hey, if you're a D student, you want to drop out of high school, you'll be a billionaire just like this guy.
Years ago or so, I started...
It's a surefire.
Flying airplanes. Never slowed down.
You're gonna go pro in Fortnite. Just keep grinding.
It took me to air shows, world record flights, and then eventually we created this defense aerospace company.
So you gave...
You're gonna go pro.
Gave our
even though you're in gold 2 right now,
planes to use
You've got the edits, bro. You just get bad lobbies.
as simulations.
We didn't give them to, we flew them, so it was us.
Oh, you flew them, so they would contract you to fly them.
Yes, and we did it all day long.
You fly yourself places.
Oh, 100%. I fly business jets, I fly fighter jets. I'm going to lead a formation of like NASA aircraft over for the 4th of July Capitol flyover. Like, I definitely try and stay in the action. And then got an opportunity to lead the first SpaceX mission, and then again in 2024, we did a spacewalk. Now I'm here and I'm working alongside the best and brightest at NASA.
What can NASA do to make things cheaper, you know?
Well, I would say first, NASA, you know, when we're at our best, we are setting our sights on, you know, the most challenging engineering problems possible to solve. And that is typically expensive. It requires like the best and brightest from across the nation. It requires, you know, hardware that's never been built before, facilities to make the hardware that don't exist, testing centers that don't exist. Yes, that's all extremely expensive. Now, what I think is extremely important is when we do have a major breakthrough, where that capability can be handed off to industry and NASA becomes...
Why don't you just poop in a Gatorade cup? Why don't you just... The hole's big enough. I mean, they're there for 3 days. Why? $23 million. Why don't you just poop in a Gatorade bottle? I mean, how big of a shit do you... Instead of hiring all these engineers to make a $23 million toilet, why don't you just give the astronauts, I don't know, maybe a week of training to know how to center the middle of the Gatorade bottle on their butthole?
One customer of many, like launch. Nobody had a reason to put a lot of stuff.
And then they quick seal it off, and it's good.
In space before NASA in the 1960s. But now, I mean, you've got...
SpaceX and Blue Origin could only exist because of what NASA's done.
And now for sure, NASA's a customer, the Department of War is a customer, the intelligence community is a customer, commercial entities are customers.
You see Elon Musk at that red carpet event just making a bunch of weird faces because he was trying to get clipped for a meme.
International customers, you know, other nations launch scientific...
And they're definitely going to be meme images.
...probes and commercial payloads. Great. You hand off launch to industry, and what happens? Costs come down big time because competitive forces do what they do, and the next
thing... You'll see it in a month. There will be somebody that reacts to an image with Elon Musk going...
You know, you got rockets landing on ships.
Show it. Oh my God. We're going to get through like 3 videos today. I let flat... Why am I looking up? The edible's hitting. Hold up. Elon Musk doing funny faces. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. The fuck? Elon Musk red carpet. Oh my God, it's that old of a video. Oh my God, wait, what? I thought this was recent. This was 4 years ago.
Get back! What does he do? You know, and that are being used over and over again, are now being caught by towers. So that's what you're supposed to do. And then NASA's supposed to, again, recalibrate to do what industry can, which is why we're building nuclear-powered spaceships. You know, as talented and as capable as SpaceX and Blue Origin are and others in industry, I don't think...
I hate people that scream like that. What, like, you hear that shit on a roller coaster. I'm always sitting there, roller coaster, I'm going, oh, fuck. And I'm having a blast. I'm never screaming, though. Do you guys scream on roller coasters? I'll be like, oh, shit. And then we go down the roller coaster. Like, I'll hear somebody behind me, the whole ride. And I'm like, yo, it's not that. I feel like you'd faint if you were that scared, you know? Or maybe it's just like a joyous stream. Maybe that's it.
And Blue Origin are and other.
I'll go, oh shit, like on Nitro, Six Flags, and then I almost faint on the swirly part. But like, I'm going, oh fuck, and then I'm good.
There's an industry. I don't think they should be launching fission reactors anytime soon. I don't think they should be doing it. So that's what NASA should do. And when we get another breakthrough, we hand it off to industry once again, and the process repeats itself.
It's just nonchalant. No, that's lame as well.
At this point, before we got into Conspiracy 3, I decided to tell NASA what I thought they should do to combat conspiracies.
There's just this general distrust in the government, right? Like, people see the Epstein files, things like that. They're like, this is just crazy. The government must, you know, not know what they're doing. They must be lying to us. I'm curious, how much of a priority is it for NASA to try and combat these conspiracies, right? Because to me, it's like I walked in this room, obviously very honored to be here. I see like that on the TV. That's a live feed of the International Space Station right now.
Yes.
And I feel like if that was put on YouTube at all times, I mean, they're already not private because we can see them whenever they walk through there. If that feed was on YouTube, we'd have no more flat earthers, I think, in like a week, because you just can't have people floating around all day long, CGI constantly running. Maybe it's just no use.
No, but they're so ingrained. Like, yeah, you would maybe reverse some of the flat earthers that are like on the cusp, but like Flat Earth Dave would come up with a reason that video's fake.
But I'm curious.
Or he would say that you're in an anti-gravity chamber on Area 51, and this is just to convince people that the Earth is round.
Does NASA even care about these conspiracies, or is it worth their time to try and do things to try and like...
Yeah, it was a pre-filmed 3-day video.
Help the American public understand that, like, yes, this is real, and here's what we're doing, and here's where your tax dollars are actually going.
Well, I would say first, like, to me, there's no greater priority than undertaking and executing the mission. So putting more astronauts in space, returning to the moon, launching great telescopes. But what I also think is a responsibility along the way is inspiring the next generation of engineers, pioneers, astronauts to grow up and contribute to adventure. And that's why you put footage like that out on the internet. And it is, you can go, you can log in and like actually see what's going on in the International Space Station. You can listen to our audio loops on it. It's why when we build the moon.
Yo, I feel bad I banned this guy, bro. But you come into my chat and you spam saying you got banned in Lacey's chat for spamming to follow you or YouTube for a birthday present. Brother, you're getting banned because you're spamming.
Base, I said, we're putting high definition cameras on everything, every lander, every rover. We're not leaving any doubt this time, okay? We are going to bring the world along for the ride. We're creating a moon base website so you can watch us build the moon base in real time. And I think that's less about combating conspiracies and in my mind, more energizing and engaging the public so they grow up and do it better than we can.
Right, and I think that is the best answer, right? At the end of the day, the best way to combat conspiracies is it's like, okay, just wait, just watch, because pretty soon there's gonna be a moon base and it will be undeniable.
Okay, but conspiracy 3.
I've heard you really hate this topic, and so we'll make it brief, but UFOs, UAPs, obviously the government...
Oh, I don't hate the topic, by the way.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, isn't that like what you would imagine any new NASA administrator, like second day at least on the job, would be like, all right, where's the UFO files?
Yeah, where's the aliens?
So I don't hate the subject.
Fair enough. Well then, let's talk about it for a second.
I love the subject. So does the NASA know anything about you? I can't talk about that. I'm so happy to talk about the UFO subject. So, like, with David Grush talking about how, like, oh, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. Sorry. Anything else, though?
Second, I think the government, they just released these UAP, UFO...
I can't talk about that.
Files. I've been to Area 51 and all of that. I've investigated this stuff a little bit. When I first heard about UFOs, obviously I've always been a science enthusiast. I love space, all this stuff. I always was like, UFOs, this is total BS. Like, this is not... I go to NASA all the time. I make videos there. Like, they're not focused on the UFOs, and the UFOs are very conveniently landing, near the naval, or the military bases. You know what I mean, in Las Vegas and stuff. It's like, okay, it feels like pretty obvious it's not aliens, but a lot of seemingly really credible people are saying that maybe this is actually, there's some merit to this. You're the head of NASA. What's going on?
Yeah, So first of all, I'd just say, like, yeah, I can't hate the subject. In fact, I'm incredibly fascinated about it because that is at the heart of what we're trying to do at NASA is answer the question, are we alone, right? We got telescopes that we're launching out there to try and answer that question. Yeah. We got samples on Mars right now. If we bring them back, there is a very high probability that they will point to, at some point, microbial life, at least on Mars. I think there's a very real possibility we're going to arrive at a conclusion in our lifetime that perhaps there's life everywhere out there and that it isn't as, infrequent as we might think it to possibly be. Now, all that said,
I feel like he has to tiptoe around these questions, not because he's hiding anything, but because he knows that whatever he says as the head of NASA will just be twisted in every way possible. It's like just being clipped out of context or something on social media. It's like he has to have like a very specific response because otherwise they're going to just say, oh, nah, he's saying this.
When people think of like UFOs and flying saucers and crash ships and are there alien bodies buried somewhere? No, I have not seen any evidence of that whatsoever on it. I do think of things like the cosmic speed limit is somewhat of a problem for being visited by, intelligent life and at a time. I mean, you think about our civilization is extremely, young right now that they could arrive at a time when we happen to be here and doing all these things. So that said, though, I do think that we have captured imagery, and this is what President Trump is very forward-leaning about, that based on the data that we have within that imagery, we don't know what it is.
Right.
And I don't think that should be that surprising anymore in a world, and I've said it, where you got doorbells with doorbell cameras on it. Everybody's got a phone. You've got with a camera.
That's what Neil deGrasse Tyson says. If he goes, everybody's got a fucking camera now. Why are we not why are we not seeing actual good footage of a UFO? Like, we're at a point now where everybody can just casually record in 4K footage on their phone, and people talk about UFO sightings, but every video you ever see about a UFO is in 120p. 120p, or it's just SpaceX fucking satellites in a strip, and people think they're UFOs.
On it, you've got all our military aircraft with tons of sensors on it. You got satellites, lots of sensors, and what's going to happen is,
like, I think aliens are real, but I don't know if intelligent alien life has visited Earth. The only thing that I could get behind is that there has been maybe alien satellites from millions and millions of years ago that has reached Earth, crashed here, and we've recovered it. That's what I'm more likely to believe than like an actual organic being crash landing on Earth, right? Like, or just landing on Earth and interacting with humans. Like, I don't think that would be the case versus like some sort of satellite that other intelligent alien life sent out a fucking billion years ago. They don't exist anymore, right? They might have been extinct or some other shit, and then that crashed here.
You're just going to capture things that if it was fully instrumented to get telemetry off of, you'd be like, oh, that's a drone, that's a missile, that's a balloon that got, but because you didn't and you caught it at a weird angle or reflected the sun at a certain point, you're like, that is an unexplained phenomenon. Yeah. And we did keep a lot of that buried in files for a long time, and the president said, why? Put it out there. Like, we don't have time to study it. Let other people tell us what it is. And you're seeing that effort, and you're going to continue to see it. I think there's going to be some really wild things. And I'll tell you, I'm open-minded to it. If it's, is it maybe a Sputnik moment and one of our adversaries pioneered a new capability in a world of AI and additive manufacturing? Is it possible you could have breakthroughs like that? Sure. We had the Sputnik moment for a reason, and NASA did very well, by the way, during that time period. Yeah. So I'm all about it, because you never know.
Glaze.
Maybe we have a new Sputnik moment, and we've got to pioneer some new advanced technology or propulsion capability or something.
Yeah, I think as NASA's doing more launches and doing more missions in space, obviously people are so interested in the UFOs, the UAPs.
Oh my God, throw it back in Subonly chat. I am so sorry, bro. Like 80% of this chat is just unreadable.
What it is that they might find in space.
I take it out of Subonly, it's just paragraph spam, and I hate putting it in Subonly during a charity stream, but it's like, oh my God.
I'm curious, would NASA ever consider, now that time and real estate and space, it's still very valuable.
Bro, like, and then now you're banned, bro. Like, why are you doing, like, you already, no, ban that fucker. Why are we letting that 3-month sub spam foot emojis and address me foot emoji? Brother, you're gone. Ban him. I'm denying. Don't even submit an unban request. I'm denying it. Why are you doing that? Like, I throw it in sub only and he's spamming foot emojis.
Very expensive,
oh
but it's getting a little more reasonable where, it's like someone could spend some money to have their payload put into space, right? Would NASA ever consider almost like a civilian-driven mission? This was something that one skeptic kind of suggested. It was like, if some sort of future Artemis mission could be like, people could submit in a form, what do you want them to do? Because
like a Mr. Beast application, like Streamer University. You guys need to send me to the moon. Think about the clips. Think about how much that'll pop off.
People want to see, can NASA do this? Because we really want to see if this is really real. Is that something that NASA would ever consider?
Well, I'll tell you, we try and do a lot.
Music's so distracting. Yeah, it is very unrelated.
A lot of citizen science initiatives and even almost kind of crowdsourcing ideas. We have done that in the past.
Stop. Now that you mentioned it, I can't stop focusing on the music. Oh my God, no, that just pissed me off.
I could absolutely see us doing that. I mean, if we're putting astronauts in and out of space with the frequency I would like to see, and you have lots more people living and working in space.
Not paying attention to a thing he's saying right now.
We should be soliciting ideas from the public on things they find of interest that we can add on as like a bonus objective to a mission. I'm all for that.
Bro, the music's great, though. Just trumpets. Bro, that was an interesting interview, though. Jack Gordon makes good-ass videos. Tat Will, Zur01, Devin 08, and Zurox, thank you for the sub. P for the 4. Still, who's Angel High? Liam, thank you for the 5. Ellie, thank you for the 10. Who's an Angel for the sub? Mag, thank you for the 3. Silas, thank you for the 25. Sven and Mr. Lucian for the sub. Mag, thank you for the 3. Vinny for the 10. Zell, thank you for the 3. Stevie for the 3. Druid Sir for the sub. Zell, TLG. Vinny, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, we've got a sub. Thank you for the 10 gifteds. Dylan, Lay, Face for the sub. Baxman, a beanie. Thank you for the 25 to Cameron Boyce Foundation as well. Dude and Dirt for the sub. Saw and Vinny for the sub. Care Love and Dead Neighbor, Mag Z, or XWX, Peyton Duh. Yana, Sit, Lord, and Pre for the sub. Stoner, thank you for the 10. Sorgis for the sub. Food, I thank you for the 10. Unknown for the 3. Mr., thank you for the 5. Gifted Spray for the sub. I think I'm caught up. Chat, if you want to donate, exclamation point Boyce. Charity stream for Cameron Boyce Foundation. We are fighting epilepsy and epileptic seizures today. Matching test vendors up to 10K. We are currently at $3,224. Matching that, we're at $6,400 or so. J-Rod for the sub. BK and Jen for the sub. Unknown for the 3. Ace for the sub. Jameson, thank you for the fucking 100 to Cameron Boyce Foundation. Thank you for doing this. I had a friend who died from a seizure in his sleep. Rip in the chat at 17. Wow. Can't get over the fact that one day we will all die. Well, I'm sorry that you're dealing with the loss of your friend still, regardless. And yeah, I mean, that's a problem that everybody kind of has to confront and face at some point. Yen and J-Rod for the sub. Jameson, thank you for the fucking 100, man. Genuinely. Chat, I have to piss real quick, and then we're going to hop into the next video. Give me like a minute and a half. I have to pee so bad. Yo, let me know your review on this song. Oh my God. He's doing crack. No, the edible is kicking in. Somebody said edible is kicking in. No, I just really had to fucking pee. Oh my God. Okay. Chat, are we ready to hop into the next fucking video? Sorry, I'm responding to my manager too real quick. Un memento. Hold up, I'll actually play this song. Okay. Lock in. Zen, thank you for the 5 gifted. Darian and okay, thank you for the sub. Denver, thank you for the 25 to Cameron Boyce Foundation. Nick, thank you for the 25 to Cameron Boyce Foundation as well. Zen for the 25. Coco and It's for the sub. J-Rod, Deanne, Hydro, and Jameson, thank you for the 100 again. Ace, thank you for the sub chat. Lock in next video. We are at $3,300 total. Matching that for $6,600.
The Cameron Boyce
Lock in right now. Chat. Next video. We're actually going to watch this one. I want to watch this one first. Not the TikTok slop one. Big for the sub. Darian for the 3. Jackson, thank you for the sub. Song of choice redeemed. Well, what's the song? Why didn't we do it when I was in the bathroom? F, thank you for the sub. Jackson for the sub. Mono D by the Fat Rat. Start at 249. Stop. That's not 249. Yes, it is, bro. Is there another version of the song? Y'all, what am I listening to right now? Yo, 249. I'm on 249 right here. That's that. Yo, you spent your dude. Do you actually spend your channel points to do that shit? That is the dumbest use of channel points I think I've ever seen. How did you find a song? Like, were you just listening to that song, or did you like look for a song that says that? I'm on it. Thank you for the 25. Jackson F, thank you for the sub. Ethan for the 3. Mag, thank you for the 10. Abstract, thank you for the 10. Gifted. And Will, thank you for the sub. Chat lock in. Next video. Why GTA 6 will suck. I disagree, but I'll hear it out.
Old GTA was like this.
Nigga, showed them niggas who's gangster. Nigga, you. Nigga,
What's up, my niggas?
gangster shit.
Okay.
Nigga.
Interesting start.
Nigga.
All the
What are we throwing? What does this have to do with why GTA 6 will suck?
CS GTA Online stuff since 2020.
Oh, God. Is he saying that GTA 6 will suck because there's not going to be enough of the N-word?
Is like this.
Have no fear, it is I! Do talk some shit, but he right. Only gunshots you gon' hear in here be some fool's burble tune.
Hey, that's what this place
Burble tune.
is all about. Be who you wanna be.
Freshiest Metasaurus!
Shut
the fuck up!
Look at you. You were with Mimi, right?
At the car meet.
You don't look like much of a driver to me.
You heard what she said.
Yo, is this a part of modern GTA? I haven't seen any of this. Is this like new missions that they've been adding? I feel like I haven't played GTA Online since like 2020.
You look like a hoe. Just kidding, baby.
Guys, can I be honest with you? I don't really care if GTA 6 gets delayed again because whenever the game comes out, it's going to be fucking gay and retarded.
Bro, that's what is this video? Like, I don't understand. So he's saying it's too woke? Like, I don't, like, what does he mean?
How do I know this? 3 reasons. KDJ and Sasanta, Dax and the Fooligans, El Rubio and English Dave. These are the main characters from the LS Tuners update in 2021, the LS Drug Wars update in 2022, and the Cayo Perico heist from 2020. Now, guys, let's think really hard here. Why were GTA characters in San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 4, and GTA 5 so hilarious and badass? And why is all the writing Rockstar is doing for GTA today so cringe, gay, and corny? And it's actually...
Well, I think the GTA is perceivably corny not because there's, like, gay people in GTA anymore. I feel like it's because GTA has been around since 2013. and they're running out of stuff to do. Like, I'm gonna skip this video, bro. I'm gonna be real. I'll replace it with a different gaming one. Hold up. I have a different one that I was gonna choose. We'll just do
You know
this one
what's kind
instead.
of weird? When someone asks what
Once you see this, you'll see competitive games differently.
You know what's kind of weird? When someone asks what kind of games do you like, most people struggle to answer. You say tactical shooters, and they respond, oh, so you must like Counter-Strike, Valorant, and Rainbow Six Siege. And you say, actually only Counter-Strike. You say strategy games, and someone recommends you Civilization.
Wait, that's actually so valid. Wait, he's describing me. Wait, he's describing me. Oh my god. Yeah, I like playing like shooter games. Oh, like no, not like Valorant. Used to like Valorant.
When you wanted something more like Hearthstone, game genres are kind of broken. But I think there's a better way to think about
I don't think they're broken. I think it's you don't like a genre of games, but there's still diversity within those games that certain ones are still more appealing than others. Like, you might like tactical shooters, right? And you'll sit here and go, oh, so you like CSGO, you like Valorant, you like Rainbow. I might go, well, yeah, I like CS the best, but I don't really play the other two. That doesn't mean I don't like them in the way that it's like, oh, I hate them. Because if you were to say, I say I don't like Valorant, and I don't like Valorant. I don't want to play Valorant competitively anymore. But if I were to do ranked Valorant or League of Legends, I'm still picking ranked Valorant, right? It's like the genre still has sub games that you don't enjoy, but you would still probably rather play the worst game in that category than the best game in a category that you don't enjoy.
And it's a much simpler way to look at games. And once you see it, you'll see games much more differently. But let's start somewhere everyone can agree. Every game has something that separates the good players from the bad ones. Sometimes it's pure skill. Your reflexes, your aim, your timing. Sometimes it's information. Knowing things
I gotta rewind, I don't know what he said.
More differently. Simpler way to look at broken. But I think there's a better way to think about this. And it's a much simpler way to look at games. And once you see it, you'll see games much more differently. But let's start somewhere everyone can agree. Every game has something that separates the good players from the bad ones. Sometimes it's pure skill. Your reflexes, your aim, your timing. Sometimes it's information. Knowing things the other person doesn't. Sometimes it's something harder to name. The mental side. Reading people, managing randomness, and adapting on the fly. These aren't just different skills, they are fundamentally different kinds of gameplay, and most games mix them together in different amounts. So let me give you 3 words. Micro, meso, macro. Now here's where I get.
Is he gonna try and give you, by the end of this video, some sort of cheat code to know if you would like a game or not? Not just based off like the category of tac shooter, hero shooter, you know, puzzle game, but just like the mechanics within it?
That's interesting. And a little uncomfortable.
It's in sub only? I know. Would you like me to take it out of sub only?
What if I told you
I put it in sub only because it was hectic. I took it out. But if it gets hectic again, I'm going to put it back in.
Clearest way to. It's interesting.
Lock into the video. Connor, thank you for the 10. Charles and Dov for the sub. Demise, Max, and Oxy for the sub. Mikey, thank you for the 3. Farm and Abstract, thank you for the 10. Stony, Koala, or Cola. Andy and Gad for the sub. Divaz, thank you for the 50 to Cameron Boyce Foundation. Caleb, thank you for the 100 to Cameron Boyce Foundation. Now to sit through 2 of my brother's seizures was scary. Thanks for doing this. Well, I wish your brother the best, and I hope he's okay. Extra 1 and Will, thank you for the sub. Maggie, thank you for the 10. Ethan for the 3. I'm on it, thank you for the 25. F and Jake for the sub. Darian, thank you for the 3. Big and Dad, thank you for the 25. Nick and Zatrux, thank you for the 25. Davis, thank you for the 3. Matt, thank you for the 5. Demise and Mac, maybe thank you for the sub. Female and Charles, thank you for the sub. Connor, thank you for the 10 again. Diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 14. I'm now 23 and I've been seizure-free for 3 years. Dub.
And a little.
Lock in.
Now here's where it gets interesting. And a little uncomfortable. What if I told you the clearest way to understand what a game is actually testing is to think about how you'd cheat in it? If you wanted to completely...
Valid. What? So if it's like, if you want to cheat in a game like CS, you have aimbot. Like, you don't need... It's not like you need something that's cheating in rotations. What would Rocket League be? just like AI computer mechanics. I don't really know. Yo, timeout. Like, I'm just gonna ban people that spam paragraphs. I'm letting you know. I'll give it like another minute or two in non-sub only, but it's just like sub or multi chat is just like objectively worse. Objectively worse. All right. Lock in. Hydra, thank you for the 5 gifted. Danny and Dante for the sub. You need more mods? I don't think I need more mods. If I'm being honest. I don't think more mods is solving this. Sketty, there are 13,000 people in my stream. I have mods. If you look at like any big streamer, like even if you're in Jinxie's chat, there's probably like 6 mods. It's like more mods doesn't really fix the problem.
7 games backwards from where she was.
Yeah, Jinxie is High Vise, 2 bots, and then just like 5 people.
Thank you!
And his chat's like more than twice as big as mine. Kathy, thank you for the 55 to Cameron Boyce Foundation. Donating for my grandson, Nick. He was diagnosed with epilepsy and is doing very well. Well, I'm glad that he's doing well. And thank you for the 55.
Break again.
All right, lock in. If chat gets off topic again, it's sub-only rest of the stream. Lock in.
Cheat in it. If you wanted to completely break a game to make it trivially...
Oh, it's already sub-only. Never mind.
Easy.
Lock in.
Understand what
I'm not going to read donos after this video because we're going to keep pausing too much.
The game is actually testing is to think about how you'd cheat in it. If you wanted to completely break a game to make it trivially easy, what cheat would you use? The answer to that question tells you more about a game than any genre label ever could. So let's put this to the test. What
you cheat in like League? Like what color are your pants? You're gonna choose scissors. That's how you're gonna choose scissors. You get in their mind. Then that really a mind fuck, right? Don't say that's how you win in rock, paper, scissors. You don't go, I'm gonna choose scissors, because now they're in their head going, oh, well, is he gonna choose scissors? If I say you're gonna choose scissors, that fucks you up even more, right? Because now you're going, well, am I gonna choose scissors? If I do choose scissors, he's going to choose rock. But I'm not going to choose scissors. He's going to choose rock thinking I'm going to choose scissors, so I'm going to go paper, right? But if I go paper, he's going to go scissors. So then I would just go scissors. Like if I say you're going to choose scissors, I'm going to choose scissors. I feel like Ludwig would read that out of me, though. Ludwig's too good at rock, paper, scissors. He would go rock. If I say, Ludwig, you're going to go scissors, he would go rock. Because there's not a world where I would go paper. Oh my God. Nah, see, I just foiled my own plan. That's how you win rock, paper, scissors. Because if I say you're going to go scissors, you know me, and you know that you're probably either going to go scissors, and you know that I'm going to go rock, so I'm either going to go rock or scissors, and I'm never going to go paper. Because that's the dumbest thing ever. But now that I know that, and I know that Ludwig would know that, then I'm going to tell him he's going to go scissors, he's going to go rock, and I'm actually going to go paper.
There's zero execution skill. It's entirely mental and probability. Among Us also runs on Meso, so does Liar's Bar. Even the stock market is built around this layer. If you wanted to cheat in
Alright, we're not throwing the stock market into a competitive game.
Among Us, you'd stream snipe to know who the imposter is. If you wanted to...
I mean, that is kind of what it is.
Cheat in stocks, you'd insider trade. Notice how none of these cheats involve executing anything better. They involve knowing...
Bro said, guess who? You cheat and guess who? Oh, maybe getting into the mind of who that person would pick?
Something you shouldn't.
CSGO gambling? Or just CSGO gambling? Pulling a knife in CS?
Macro is the system's layer. It's your routing, your resource management, and your win condition.
Fortnite.
You can think of it like the mathematically correct way of winning the game. A macro cheat looks like a chess engine, economy automation, or you can imagine like a perfect coach telling you exactly what to do.
Darren, ping it. We need to let our team know what's up.
Pure macro games are almost mathematical puzzles. Think.
Yeah, that was like a week span where Jinxie was just the body for Dantes to do whatever. Like, he sat and Jinxie would be like silent and Dantes would be like, okay, walk left, hit Q, hit E, ping dragon, walk right, go straight.
Factorio.
The vessel, yeah.
Polybridge, Connect 4.
Polybridge.
Tic-tac-toe. Once you find the optimal solution, the game is solved. But here's where it gets really interesting. Most games aren't just one of these. They're combinations of them. And the combination tells you everything about what kind of game it is. So let's look at micro plus macro.
I love that he's doing these in like this like circle intertwine. What is that called? Where you intertwine circles like colors, where it's like red. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm high right now. Venn diagram. Yeah, like a Venn diagram. That's fucking sick. Super Mario 64's macro and micro. Oh, because it is perfect inputs. Super Mario speed running.
Tend to be single-player precision games. You need to know the optimal solution and execute it fast. Think Rubik's Cube speedrunning, Mario 64, Jump King, and Getting Over It. If you were to...
I hate these games. These are the bottom tier, least favorite games for me. Then no, I'm so serious. He did not say a single game that I'm like, oh, I love that. Like, I like watching people play these games. I hate playing them. Like, I'll watch Squeaks speedrun Mario 64. Dude, the thought of having to play, like, Getting Over It right now is, like, mind-numbing.
Elden Ring, you'd have perfect dodges. But if you were to have a perfect macro...
Oh, but I do like Cuphead. Would Cuphead be a game like this? I don't know. It's, like, this is a game there's very few that I enjoy.
You'd use the mathematically optimal build. But there's one weird multiplayer outlier here. 8-ball pool. There's a mathematically optimal shot, and then there's the skill of actually hitting it. So even though it is player versus player, the room for mind games doesn't...
Yo, isn't Queso, like, cracked at 8-ball pool? Isn't that just, like, a weird fact about him? I feel like I see clips of him get, like, he'll, like, just win on the break.
...really exist. And I think it's a rare...
No, not IRL. I mean, maybe IRL.
...exception. Next, let's look at Micro plus Mezzo. This is PvP skill expression games. These tend to be your...
Street Fighter? I wish I was good at Street Fighter, bro. I feel like that is such a gamer game. If you're like high elo in Street Fighter 6 or Tekken or some shit like that, bro, that's not really. I feel like it is. Being good at games like this, if you just know, like, yeah, I'm just really good at this one character.
Games. Street Fighter, Tekken, Smash Bros, Brawlhalla.
Oh, your Smash Bros. That's the most aggravating game of all time.
Skill matters, and reading your opponents matters. But also you have some other examples like Mario Kart, like the micro of
Mario
driving,
Kart,
and the mezzo of random items and unpredictable opponents. We even see some unique games like Tetris 99. The original Tetris is pure micro, but Tetris 99 also involves mezzo, because now you're managing who to send the garbage to. You also have physics-based PvP, like
Fall Guys? Maybe I am in this category.
Fall Guys and Gang Beasts, which
not so much Gang Beasts.
Also fits into micro plus mezzo. The next one is mezzo plus macro. These are the
cookie clickers. Oh wait, no, I think cookie clickers is only in the macro.
Macro. These are the mind and math games. Think
like Magic the Gathering,
Hearthstone, TFT, Pokemon VGC, and Battleship.
I'm so hit or miss on these games. I feel like it's actually bottom tier. No, I'd rather stare at paint dry. Or, yeah, this is awesome.
Now, chess
like
is...
Battleship's sick. Is chess a part of this?
Pokemon VGC.
Marvel Snap.
And Battleship. Now, chess is theoretically a pure macro game, but at the human level, there's a massive meso component. You're optimizing for your specific opponent's habits. That's why studying opponent matters in high-level chess. And then there are some weird outliers. Balatro is a single-player game, but it's also meso-macro, because the RNG of the card combines with the math of maximizing your hand. You're not executing anything difficult, but you have to pick and choose your cards wisely, and play to their biggest strength.
Yeah, you have to play to the run that you're given. Like, you could search for certain items in Balatro, but you're really like, I mean, in the first 3 blinds, like, unless you're doing a reset and you're just going really far, you're kind of playing into, like, the first 5 cards you get.
Phasmophobia is also a weird game that fits into Meso-Macro. It's a co-op game, but it fits here because you're deducing a ghost using evidence, which is macro, while the ghost behavior has RNG, meso. Although I suspect non-PvP meso-macro games slowly converge towards pure macro over time. Once players fully
I hate Phasmo. I think Phasmo used to be super fun. And, dude, I don't dislike Phasmo now. I think it's just like, I don't know, it's not how it used to be for me. I remember when Phasmo came out, bro, and you only like 8 items. Not like the million items there are now and the million ghosts there are now. When that shit first came out, I feel like it was kind of like a first of its kind, where you and your friends would go into a house, you would say the name of the ghost, and it would haunt you. It was fucking so scary. Now it's just like dumb. Like you see videos of people speed running it, they'll just be like, Melissa Truth, she shows herself. They go, okay, yeah, that's a Jin. They like weave around a table 9 times and then they just walk out of the house. It's like people have gamified it to a point where it's like it's lost its charm. You know what I mean?
The RNG, it stops feeling uncertain and becomes a speedrun problem. And then there's the middle, all 3 overlapping.
But even when they all 3 overlap, it's like there's still probably a not perfect overlap, right? Like, you might have so much of the circle be micro.
It's where the biggest competitive games live. League of Legends, Dota 2, CS2, Valorant, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Rocket League, Apex,
Marvel Rivals mentioned?
World of Warcraft. But here
are those the biggest competitive games right now? I feel like Rocket League's up there too. But Rocket League's not all 3, is it?
Here's the thing. They're not all the same balance. And the cheat test tells you how exactly they differ. So let's use Counter-Strike.
Yeah, what about Fortnite? I feel like Fortnite's probably one of the... Nah, they probably talk about it.
As an example, can aimbot win a game of CS completely alone?
No. I think the gives you winning CS immediately is aimbot and wall hacks. Because you could have aimbot and still get head tapped because somebody could outplay you and catch you on an off angle. So, like, I've been in CS game. If you play CS, you've probably been in a game with a cheater. And unless they're pulling the craziest cheats of all time, you can still kill them. Like, they'll die. They win the game because they're going to still beat you 13-4, right? But they'll go 28-4. They'll die. It's not like you could kill a god in CS unless they have everything.
Almost certainly yes. If you never miss, most duels are over before they start. That makes micro extremely high in CS2. But what about X-ray, seeing through walls? Pros have done experiments.
I think that's better. I think in my opinion, if I had to have something in CS, I feel like at a high competitive play level, having walls is better than having aimbot, no? Because the aim's already so good that if you have walls, you could get on an angle where you could head tap them before they could aimbot you.
With one
wall hacks beats everything, but wall hacks is so obvious. Like, if you're in a CS pro lobby and you have wall hacks, it's like the first kill, they're going, that guy's cheating. Walls, you could conceal it better.
Player with X-ray versus 5 without X-ray. The 5 still usually win, but the X-ray player takes rounds they have no business taking. This makes Mezzo very high in CS2 too, which means macro, the strategic layer, is relatively the lowest. CS isn't about long-term economy optimization the way MOBAs are. The rounds are short and the execution is everything. But let's try this test with Overwatch, and right away we see
talk about Marvel Rivals.
A unique case, because the answer actually depends on your role.
I wonder if there was an actual, like, way you could compare the two. Like, do you think Marvel Rivals and Overwatch, because they're both hero shooters, are identical in the way that you combine macro, micro, and mezzo, or do you think they're different still? I feel like they have to be mildly different. Marvel Rivals is, I feel like, a lot... I don't know. I haven't played Overwatch in so long. They are definitely different, though.
But since it varies so heavily by character and roles, I decided to ask someone who knows about Overwatch way better than I do.
XQC. So when you think about it, he rattles off the history of fucking Overwatch.
So if you compare all 3, like, maxed out versions of the perfect version of it, like a cheat version of it, which one would have, like, the highest win rate, and how would the distribution be?
Wait, hold on, I didn't hear his question.
So if you compare all 3, like, maxed out versions of the perfect version of it, like a cheat version of it, which one would have, like, the highest win rate, and how would the distribution be?
I would just say support is more macro heavy, DPS is more micro heavy, and then tank is more mezzo.
Oh my god, that's so true! Wait, in a hero shooter, your role is... That's why I feel like, bro, everybody can like a hero shooter. Because you play the character that you enjoy. Because that character is about doing certain things. Like Hawkeye, I don't know Overwatch, so I'm going to use Marvel Rivals. Hawkeye, so much micro. It's just aim, bro. Lock the fuck in, hit head taps, and get kills. But if you're a healer, that's like so much different. And then there's different categories of healers too. Like if you're playing Gambit versus like fucking Cloak and Dagger.
So heavy.
Oh, okay.
Also, the way that it works is you have offense, defense, and control.
Yep.
Control refers to like map control. Offense refers to offensive options. Defense refers.
Wait, what did he say? Tank was mezzo? Because support's more long-term strategy. DPS is more aim. What is mezzo? I forget what mezzo is. I'm lost. I just don't remember what mezzo is. Like leading the charge, yeah, but what was mezzo again? Oh, knowing people. Knowing how to move. Yeah, like mental shit. Like you're like an IGL. Like just in the moment strategy versus like long-term planning.
Defensive options.
Because like healers are focused on their alts. They're trying to get their team in a more strategic position over time. It's like a slower burn than DPS being like, I need to get 3 kills right now. And then tanks, it's like, okay, we have to actually move around and take space.
And if you're
reading bits, no, I'm not reading bits today. I'll read the donos because we're doing a charity stream, but there's been so many donations coming in that I haven't been reading the majority of the actual like messages. Also, !point Boyce, if you want to donate, matching chat donos up to 10k.
Archer's mixture, like kind of design.
Never been a tank that's reading the other team. I don't know. I don't think that's what it means.
Links to the concept of offense, defense, and control.
No, I think you do. If you're a tank, you're reading the other team based on how they're playing. Because one individual Magneto is not going to play the same as another. One individual tank or healer or DPS, you will, in 5 minutes, you'll be able to determine how aggressive of a player is. And you could counter accordingly. Like, that's what you're doing as a tank because you're on the front line. Like, if somebody is, if you're basing your response off their personality and aggression level, and also the way that their whole team is playing and the characters they're on.
Tanks tend to depend on more control, supports more defense, DPS more offense. And if you actually like dissect,
bro, that's why I love playing tank. I think playing tank is so fun in any game where I'm able to control a pace of play. I like that. Oh my god, I love that. Like DPS can also do that to a degree. I feel like supports are so much more macro, but I feel like being a tank, like a heavy shield tank or a dive tank, you control the pace that your team moves at.
Each individual hero.
Healer's the superior role, underrated. I think healer's the easiest role to climb in most games, but I also think healer is very complex at a higher level. It's really annoying to play.
They will have different, like varying levels or varying focuses on offense, defense, or control.
So I'm thinking about it like this, right? If you were to give each role one cheat, you would give aimbot to DPS. And
yes.
For tank, you would give the ability to see enemy cooldowns as a perfect cheat, right?
Yeah. Knowing what they're going to do.
And
yeah.
Like knowing when they're going to do some shit. Bro, literally, when you're on Emma, you're waiting, you're going, I know Doctor Strange has an ult. I harden, he goes, the eye, and then I grab him by the fucking throat. And I cut his ass off. And I body slam his bitch ass into the ground. Right? That's what you're doing.
For supports, you would have a coach or an engine, perfect coach.
Yes, that's perfect. That's exactly perfect.
And then bomb. All right.
Perfect. And also, especially in Overwatch, because it's 5v5, because you only have one tank. Like, if you can win every duel as a tank, that's kind of like a free win for your team.
But what
did he say?
In Overwatch, because it's 5v5, because you only have one tank. Like, if you can win every duel as a tank, that's kind of like a free win for your team.
But what about Apex? Apex sits remarkably balanced.
Apex Legends. Hold up, let me fall asleep for a minute.
Across all three. If you think about which player is most likely to win, a guy with perfect aimbot, a guy with perfect wall hacks, or a guy with perfect ring knowledge, all three actually has a pretty good chance of winning the game. If you have aimbot, you can easily kill anyone rotating.
Yeah, I feel like in most games, like most high-pace shooters, not like Fortnite, because Fortnite's just so, their building is such an aspect. I think with like Apex, you could play around your specific style. Like there are a lot more aggressive or lax players that plan rotations. It's not, kind of with Fortnite too. Like even when you watch pros play, there's like if you're going on a hot drop, like that's just like an entirely different strategy than if you're trying to like live in Storm for a while.
But any close range fight will tend to go either way. But with perfect wall hacks, you can use your nades and abilities to take a team down, but you'll still lose to someone with good ring positioning. But even with perfect ring information, you could still easily die to someone who wants to contest that position. But let's test this in a really unique game. Rocket League. I asked Pro Rocket League coach Luke on his answer to this thought experiment, and this was his response. Basically, perfect micro or perfect mechanics in Rocket League would be defined as taking the ball from point A to point B as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Like how in a first-person shooter, aimbot moves the crosshair to the target as quickly and as efficiently as possible. For Rocket League, smarts cannot make up for the fact that a more mechanical person can just take the ball to the open net far more than someone with less.
Yeah, but there's still a level of balance. Like, if you're a more strategic player and you have mechanics, it's never 100-0. Like, if you have mechanics in Rocket League that are, say, 70%, but your strategy's at 100, and the other guy has mechanics at 100, but strategy's at a 40, he's fucking losing, right? Because there's going to be moments where he doesn't make the shot, and then he leaves a vulnerable point that you just take advantage of. But that's just like defensive and offensive players. I feel like more technical players are more aggressive.
Mechanics. This makes Rocket League heavily micro-dominant.
Because they know that, I mean, that's the same thing with CS. Like, if you're more of a technical CS player, you're going to be more of an aggressive swinger because you're going to be challenging them as quickly as you can. Because if you don't, they're going to take advantage of your rotations. They're going to know where you are, and they're going to close and pinch you off. It's like, that's all, like, CSGO's like going over, and then you have a guy flank, you know, okay, well, they're not going to close the net in on them, so there's a minimal possible points that they could come out.
But after micro being the most
Joe's an aggressive swinger IRL. Stop.
Dominant, he put macro second and meso last. This is because even if perfect meso allows you to hear enemy comms or see enemy boost,
doesn't matter. It's too fast paced. You can't react in time.
Change the fact.
Like, you can't, like, it's like a game that you can't stream snipe. Like, a game that you can't stream snipe is not meso. Like, if you're stream sniping in Marvel Rivals, bro, oh my god, that's so meso. Like, if you're stream sniping in a game where that shit matters, like CS2 as well, like, you're going, okay, well, we're gonna fucking Mac 10 rush A. All right, we ought to fucking all post up there and get a 5K.
That all information in
Rocket League, they're gonna go, okay, I'm gonna rotate back and we get the goal. By the time you hear it, it doesn't matter. They've already tried it.
Rocket League is able to be known at all times. And for how fast-paced the game is at the highest level, listening to a perfect coach verbatim would be better over hearing enemy comms or seeing enemy boost. Also, the closest thing to perfect micro in Rocket League is the AI bots. I came across footage of 3 semi-pro players versing 3 of the best Rocket League AI.
Do they lose? No way. Wait, 3 micro bots beat 3 Rocket League pros?
And the 3 AI bot were able to win comfortably. So here's what this framework actually gives you. It helps classify games, but it also helps understand yourself as a player. I noticed something when I looked at which games I genuinely enjoy. I gravitate toward games in the middle, the full micro meso macro cluster, and toward pure micro and pure macro, but I don't really enjoy micro macro games. Speedrunning doesn't scratch the right itch for me. And when I looked at why,
dude, speedrunning's probably the worst. There's no part of my being that's like, you know what, I want to pick up trying to beat Minecraft in under 8 minutes. Yeah, you know, I would really love to know. Like, I like watching that stuff. That's what's so odd. Joe MC speedruns? Dude, what do you mean remember Joe MC speedruns? Zod, I never had a run. When I did MC speedruns, I would play Minecraft for 6 hours, get to the end, and die. Go to the nether, and die. Like, I never beat it.
It mapped exactly. In Apex, I'd argue...
Like, I could beat Minecraft. I've beaten hardcore Minecraft. I've beaten regular Minecraft. But it's like, you know, a million times. But it's like, if you're like, beat it as fast as you can, I'm going to lose my shit in 20 minutes. And then I'm going to be like, okay, no, I'm not. I just fell into lava. Reset.
I aim pretty well and have respectable movement.
You've never beaten Minecraft. No, I've never speed run Minecraft.
I'd say I also have a solid understanding of rotations and ring positioning. But I tend to tunnel vision in close quarter fights. Specifically, when we're in the same building. So I tend to miss meso reads when the pressure is high. And this exactly explains the gap in my game. Because here's the real insight. Every player has a natural lean. Some people are...
Wow, that is so true. Some people are just so much better at specific... I think everybody's good at one game.
Are micro players. They grind mechanics obsessively, and they want the skill gap to feel fair. Some people are meso players. They love reading people, and they thrive in the chaos of people.
Okay, so like what's like a hard stuck bronze player in Marvel Rivals good at? Like, because that's like all they could play all three. Like, what is like a hard stuck bronze player in Marvel Rivals good at? Having fun, good at bringing up the vibes.
PvP randomness.
That's about it.
Like, we even see a common cluster of people who play Among Us, GTA RP, luck-based games like gambling, along with many other party games. And then we also see that some players are macro players. They love efficiency, they draw routes on maps, they think about the game between games more than during it. And most of us are a mix, but not an equal mix. The games that frustrate you the most, they're probably demanding something your brain doesn't naturally give. The games you keep coming back to, they're probably rewarding the part of you that already runs at full.
Yeah, like, I don't know, dude. I played Geometry Dash for a while on stream, and I think it's fun, but, like, when you get to levels like this, I'm out, you know? Like, there's a level of precision and just pure failure over and over and over and over and over again that it's just like, oh, this sucks. Like, it's, like, actively torturing yourself.
Power. Genre labels never...
Like, that's how... If you were, like, Joe... 6 months in prison, or you have to beat this level of geometry, like the hardest level of Geometry Dash, like, I would probably choose the first. Like, because of the amount of failures.
Genre labels never told you any of this. Action RPG doesn't tell you whether you'll be...
Yo, Sprake, thank you for the raid, big dog. Dump in the fucking chat. Mod shout out Sprake. Zon, thank you for the 5. Gifted Zon for the sub. Cillian, thank you for the 4. Chicken for the 3. Moldy Big and Gloomian for the sub. Million, not for the sub. Manly, thank you for the 20 to Cameron Boyce Foundation. E for the 3. Lucky and GT, thank you for the sub. Mikey, thank you for the 100 to Cameron Boyce Foundation as well. Put a heart emoji. Zesty, Anton, Asian, and Antico, thank you for the 10. Ella, thank you for the 10. Crin for the sub. Smartass, thank you for the 3. Raj, thank you for the $200 dono to Cameron Boyce Foundation as well. Jay, Hannah, Holden, Cool, Holty, and Tony, thank you for the 2. Akimbo and Iowa, thank you for the sub. Jacob, thank you for the 1. Big and R-Dub, thank you for the 5. RTX Abstract for the 10. Jalen and SZ Pinak, thank you for the 100, or thank you for the 200 to Cameron Boyce Foundation as well. Addy for the 1. Hyprox for the sub. Robin and Ab, thank you for the 10. Shuz, Lil, Ald, and Kathy, thank you for the 55 yet again. Gloomy, and thank you for the 3. Mr. for the sub chat. We are at $3,994. Matching chat donos up to 10K. Currently, we're at 8K after match. I always post it at the end of stream after I donate the money and then share it. Eris, Tom, and Connor for the sub. Mr. and Gloomy on thank you for the 3. Chats, let's lock in. We got to finish this vid.
Be grinding execution, reading opponents, or solving systems. It just tells you there's a sword and a level bar. And maybe more importantly, you can stop blaming yourself when a game doesn't click. Because maybe the games are testing things you haven't built yet. In my case, it's the underdevelopment of Mezzo. And that's the 3 dimensions of games.
What do y'all think I'm best at? Looking at these games, bro, I feel like I'm good at games on the in-between, leaning towards Mezzo. Like, I think I play these games. I'm not really playing any of this. I'm not really playing any of that. I'll play, like, The Forest. I've solved Rubik's Cube's Cuphead. I'll play these. I'm not playing anything that's just micro or just macro. But I'm playing mainly stuff that's like Mezzo. Nothing? All right.
Micro, Mezzo, macro. Every game lives somewhere in...
Bro, deadass chat, you think I'm that bad at video games? I think I'm a better gamer than half of my chat. And before you say cap, I'm not saying specifically you. But I'm saying, like, if me and every one of my chatters were to do a genuine bro v bro, if you were able to simulate that, I think I beat 70% of you.
Inside them. And now that you know where to look...
Bro, I know for a fact that half of you are, like, genuinely hard stuck silver in ranked games.
You'll never see a game this...
I'm certain of it. Statistically speaking, I am a variety streamer. I'm not like a pro Fortnite player with Fortnite viewers. Most of you guys are probably pretty trash. I'm not saying all of you. I'm saying most of you guys are probably not as good at video games as you think you are.
Same way again.
Lower your ego. I don't think I'm a good gamer, brother. I never said I was a good gamer, Saucy, but I'm above average in most ranked games I play. Consistently. Above average. I'm not saying good. Above average. I'm getting top 80% ranked play. Yes, that's not cap. If you give me 6 months' time, I am top 80% of ranked play in most games that fit the category that I play. That's not cap. It's not cap. At Marvel Rivals, Valorant, when I played Valorant, Rocket League, GeoGuessr, all whack-ass games, Joe. All whack-ass games. Nobody plays those. That's 3 games. bro, because those are the games that I've played.
Waking up for school
Oh, the
in the
video
morning.
ended. Waking up for school in the morning? WVid. Connor Trippy, Otterzon, and Joe Bart for the sub. Airs for the sub. Chat, I have to pee so bad. And then we're going to hop into the next video. We're probably going to cut this TikTok sob story one. We're going to watch this what being unemployed taught me
ask
video.
myself, what did I just
and
buy?
then we're going to play some CS. CS ranked. Which I am very low rating right now. Entirely separate from the gaming conversation. 9K elo, by the way. Or like 8K elo, by the way. Hold up. Oh my god, I gotta pee. Count me down like a minute. I'll be back. Asian, thank you for the 7, and Hydro, thank you for the 10. Hammer for the sub. Alright. We're back. Lock in. Hambonius, thank you for the $100 dono to Cameron Boyce Foundation. We are at $4,230 total. Dub. Ponder VX, Cerberus, Nick, and Brandon for the sub. Emilio, thank you for the 195, and Asian, thank you for the 7 again. Chat, lock in. Last video of the day, and then we're going to play a CS game or two. And then I'm gone, chat, for 5 days, the 27th to the 1st, posting on YouTube every day. Then I'm gone on the main in the gaming and on the philosophy on Tuesday. Then we're back Wednesday. Or no, we're not back Wednesday. We're back Thursday, the 2nd. Story time, grinding out stream. Probably some gaming. Shorter stream, though, the 2nd. The 3rd, Reacts Gaming. 4th, not live. 5th, React Day. 6th, Grow Shot challenge gaming video. Maybe another random game as well. The 7th, that Tuesday, I'm not live. And then, wait, what the fuck just happened? Oh my god, I thought my monitor shut off. The fucking screen is black. I had my eyes closed. I turned. I went, oh my god, my PC just broke. BZ of the sub. Hambonius, thank you for the 50 gifted subs. Thank them if you got a sub. Thank you for the 50 fucking gifteds. Thank them if you got a sub. 50 subs from Hambonius. Thank you for the fucking subs, brother. And thank you for the dono to Cameron Boyce Foundation as well. Chat, lock it in. That's the schedule, though. Exclamation point schedule. A lot of content upcoming, but we are taking 5 days off. Then I'm back for 2, off for 1, back for 2, off for 1, back for like 7, and then off for 1. And then we'll go from there. But lock in.
Being unemployed taught me about the people around me. Now, this topic is a very kind of funny topic to me because it just sounds so stupid when you say it out loud. But unfortunately, a very harsh reality is present in what I'm about to talk about. So, for those of you who don't know, haven't watched any of the other videos, during the October...
All about you, Joe. This video is not about chat. This is going to be a serious video, bro. Trust. I've to get knowledge instilled on you. You guys should be able to relate to this as well.
But like very start of October 2025 until like mid-November, maybe a little bit later. It was around 5 to 6 weeks. For 5 to 6 weeks, I was unemployed. Just to let you know, I got my first job at 14 years old.
Really?
I have been employed at, I think what's been like maybe 6 jobs in my lifetime since I was 14. So as many years. I was only unemployed, not including the time before obviously I was able to get a job, but I have unemployed for a grand total of like 5 or 6 weeks since I first got a job. And that was in...
Do you think he's gonna, if I not seen this video, I assume that he's going to talk about unemployment and the benefits of like being unemployed in terms of the freedom of it, but also how everybody thinks you're a bum. Like, if you don't have a job, like say you're unemployed, I'm not talking to your 20s. I think it's far worse in your 30s and 40s in terms of how society views you. Like if you're a 35-year-old and you don't have a job and somebody says like, hey, what do you do for work? And you're like, oh, I'm unemployed right now. Ooh, that's like, you're getting looks, you know, even if they don't say anything, they're going, oh, you know, it's different if you're like a teenager, you know, or you're in your early 20s, because a lot of early 20-year-olds don't have jobs. But like late 20s, early 30s, it's like, hey man, you don't work.
2025 October. That wasn't when I was younger or...
I'm 19, I get looks. I don't think that's crazy though. Like, I think if you've never had a job by the age of 25, that's fucking wild. I think by probably even 24. I think if you haven't had a job by 23, that's nuts. Because you've gotten out of college. Like, I understand in certain instances where people play sports in high school, and then maybe they're going, like, and playing sports in college, and they're doing STEM shit. They've never worked, right? But, like, once you're out of college, aren't you, like, 40? Bro, I'm on the clock right now, Zod. I'm on the clock right now, brother.
Or this current moment, I was unemployed for a grand total of 5 to 6 weeks. Every other time in my life, I've had a
ticket in, bro. I've been working for 3 hours and 35 seconds.
job. And again, that doesn't mean that I was working like
Spilled water all over myself.
a full-time job, working a bunch of hours. Like, I was definitely really lazy working when I was younger. I was probably
Sit in a swamp chair and yap. All right, swamp chair's rude. Does the chair smell? I don't know. I'm not going to smell it, but surely not a swamp.
barely scratching 10 hours a week during most full time. Like, I was very lazy and I wasn't working that much. But the point is, I always had a job. I never didn't have a job. Moving forward, I got moved to a full-time position. Well, after, obviously, they offered it to me and I accepted it. So in March 2024, I worked full-time for about a year and a half. Then I quit on my birthday, or a little bit before that, I think it was. And then I quit. It was like 2 weeks notice. And then I
think there's also a difference in how people view you on if you quit your job or if you got fired. I think there's more of an acceptance for you quitting. Like, if you like, I quit my job, I just hated it, I'm taking like 4 weeks off, I'm gonna get another job. People aren't really like, you're a bum. They're going, you want to go fucking travel or do some shit, whatever. Especially if you're younger. But if you're like in your late 20s, early 30s, and you're like, yeah, I got fired, and then now you're just like sitting, maybe not actually, because I'm gonna has pretty mixed reviews. Oh, an error occurred while video. I'll play the video. Awesome.
Experiment 1, Genetic Enigma. In their initial endeavor.
Right, he gotta turn his lights off. He's playing in a fucking Florida sunroom right now. And this shit ain't scary. You got lights off. You gotta make it dark.
Mental treatments.
Like, imagine I play a horror game at this lighting. I'm not scared. The second I turn this off, now I'm involved. You really want to get into it. Turn that one off. Now it's dark. Now, this actually catches more lighting than you think it does. It's fucking dark in here. That's scary. All right, lock in. Gotta get back to this video.
real. These are the type of people who listen to AI music because they think it's real. Like, this is the type of the generation of age we're talking about.
Wait, what?
And, you know, these are the type of people who don't buy your life by them. And, you know, these are the type of people who don't the internet is real. These are the type of people who listen to AI music because they think it's real. Like, this is the type of the generation of age we're talking about. So, for them to not only obviously not believe in
What do you mean clean your room? Why are people saying clean my room?
anything to do with online careers,
Room's clean.
for them to hear I was unemployed, it was like starting World War III. They would not let it go.
Well, you're technically unemployed, but I feel like, I don't know. If weeks after you quit your job, you're like unemployed now, but I wouldn't describe you as somebody that's unemployed. Your job occupation is unemployed, but I think there's like a mental separation between just being between jobs and like actually being a bum, right?
For the life of them. And I don't talk to them, I don't see them too much, but just the amount of negativity and backlash and, you know, just judgment I got from them was just astounding. It really made me realize how people look at certain people in society. And this is my family. This isn't like some random Joe off the street who I don't really know. This is like people I've known for years. And for them to be so judgmental and so just like, you're worthless pretty much because I didn't have a job, it just like dumbfounded me. I just couldn't believe it. And they're like new college orientated, so my other side as well. But just to hear it so like blatantly thrown in my face.
Does my 13th gap year count? No. So you're
it's just something I did.
You're 31. You're 31 a few gap years. Yeah, you'll get back in there. You'll get back in the ring at some point.
Didn't expect. It's not that I thought they would be overly joyed about me being unemployed, even if it was for such a small amount of time. But you just wouldn't expect to get that reaction from your own family, especially considering they knew how much I'd saved, how long I had worked for in my life, and obviously what I was doing. It's not like I was just not working, not studying, doing nothing with my life, being a degenerate. Like, I was actually doing things and working towards things outside of the job. But they just completely ignored all that and just thought I was just some homeless guy on the street living off drug money or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think the only way that people don't judge you for being unemployed is if you're in college. or you're rich. Like, you're unemployed because you're retired, but that's not even really unemployed. That's just like, I'm no longer even trying to work. Or it's like you're in college, but even if you're in college or you're in a trade school, it's like that's because you're going to be getting a job in the future. So it's like technically in somebody's brain, you're not jobless because you're doing something that's related to work.
And that was just one
Or you live in the woods. Yeah, or you live in the woods.
Side of the coin. That
You live off the Alaskan wilderness.
wasn't anybody else. That was the first example. Now, fast forward. I'm enjoying my time. I'm waking up a little bit later, getting my sleep-ins, going to the gym. Next thing was the friends. When obviously they heard that I left, they were they're obviously supportive, but they were also quite judgmental. They were like, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you gonna why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?" And
I don't think it gets judgmental until there's a point where the unemployed friend has been unemployed for so long that he can't partake in employed-based activities on weekends. Do you like he used to have money to be able to like hang out and go to like Applebee's, and now he's like, nah, I got a bum at home.
I could just feel the tone change
Because that's when you split a friend group, because it's like they can't be part of the same activities.
Some of them, and some of them I still talk to, some of them I don't talk to at all. And looking back, maybe this is what started that downhill spiral of our relationship.
You're unemployed. I'm not unemployed. Self-employed.
Maybe could have been them thinking.
Stop saying that.
My life is going in.
That's mean. That's like, no, bro, like that's. I'm not unemployed. If I have an income, I'm employed. That's how that works. I have an income, therefore I'm employed.
The gutter for not having.
You're coping. I'm not fucking coping.
Job for a grand total again of 5 weeks. I'm gonna keep emphasizing this because I just think it's that crazy. But
I work for.
I could
for Amazon right now. I'm on the clock.
Feel the tone shift. I could feel the judgment. I could feel the kind of like, oh, what are
Amazon LARPer. Okay.
you doing in life type of thing.
Okay.
And it was just a very unpleasant feeling because obviously
Chubby said you're pissing me off. What do you do? What did I that's pissing you off right now? Genuinely, what am I doing that's pissing you off? I don't understand. Anonymous, thank you for the 5. Brad, Jask, Bone and L for the sub. Mary and Zed for the sub. BZ for the 5. Giliano T, your thank you for the 3. Wave Toe, Footy, Alluring Chicken, thank you for the sub. Bro, Chubby, what'd I do, bro? You did not work for Amazon. You were with them. I didn't say bro, I'm not saying I'm an Amazon truck driver. Twitch is owned by Amazon. I get paid by Twitch. Therefore, I'm under the Amazon umbrella, bro. I'm not sitting here saying I deliver fucking packages for Amazon Prime. When did you get that out of what I said? No, lock in.
I pride myself in trying to keep myself to a certain standard, as most of us do. But really looking back and seeing how it all unfolded, it's really hard for me to not look at it as people just looking down on me from all age demographics. Because as much as I love my family, like, that's not the type of way you should be talking to your kid. Like, that's not how you should be treating them when you're in the process of experiencing life. It's the young age I'm at. Like, I'm not an old guy. I know some of you might think I have wisdom beyond my years, but I'm not an adult. Like, I'm still in my early 20s, right? But the fact that, like, this is the first time ever that I left a job, it just kind of baffled me at their reaction. Especially with the friends too, given that they
I think also because people in our society already have a preconceived view that Gen Z are bums. And also there is a general worry that, like, your early 20s do make way for your 30s. And there is a small group of individuals that do literally nothing between 20 and 26. And then it's like, I think that's... I'm not trying to side with the family because they are wrong. But I'm saying the reason they're acting that outlandish is because of, how they've grown up in the society they've lived in, where it's like, oh, fuck.
were also unemployed for quite a while as well. So for them...
How do you live unemployed? You live with your parents. But that's common, too. There's employed people that live with their parents. I think the average person now moves out at, like, 24 or some shit. Like, actually look that up. At what age does the average American move out now? 24 and 27. Most people move out of their parents' homes. Like, historically, it used to be like 18, 21, you go to college, and then you live on your own. But most people finish college and then move back home just because it's too expensive. Like, you have no money. So what are you going to fucking do? You're going to go rent it. You're going to go rent an apartment for fucking $2K a month? Like, you don't have that.
To be so judgmental, it just kind of threw me for a loop because it was just like, bro, like...
And it's just a smarter financial decision, too. That's why. Like, I'm not advocating for one or the other for you guys, but it's like, you know, if you finish college, or even if you're not in college, it's like, it's not weird to have a job and still live at home. I think it used to be the norm where it's like, right when you got a job, you fucking leave. But it's like, why wouldn't you just stack bread for like 5 years and then move out?
What are you talking about? You were in this situation too. But like, it was always like backhanded comments. It was always like side reactions. It was always like, there's another mess not being said. And that's the way it felt with a lot of them. Despite obviously a lot of hands-on, first-hand criticism, there was also a lot of backhanded criticism. A lot of like, why are you saying that? You know what I mean? And that's what I about being unemployed is just how the world kind of treats you when they know that information. It's like they look down on you. They look like you're some burden and disappointment because you don't have a job.
Yo, is the fucking screen glitching or am I tweaking the fuck out?
And it made me think about all the people who are struggling to get jobs in our current society. You know, all the young adults.
I'm tweaking. Oh my God.
People in the workforce. People who may not have the resume or the ability to get even a simple job because it's just other people coming in or whatever's happening. And it made me think like, damn, what are these people dealing with? Because I can only imagine how these people would feel coming from debt from degrees, not able to financially support themselves, the people around them probably making sly comments and judging them for not working when they don't even have a choice to be working. Like, it just really made me think about what are other people dealing with when it comes to this.
They're getting out of their field, they have a degree, and they just can't find a job.
Because if I'm getting ostracized...
Because it's not like people perceive them as lazy, but it's like they're actively trying to get work, right? But you get even if you automatically get lumped into the bum group versus like, hey, I'm really trying to get a job.
So much for just choosing to be unemployed for a temporary time. What about the people who are unemployed without choice, who may be a quote unquote unemployed failure for longer than someone like me or whoever else is in my situation? It truly made me like think like, damn, bro, like when did it get so bad?
Well, I think it's just because the job market's worse in general, too. It's like the older people also lived at a time where it's like, dude, you need a job, you could work. Where it's like now somebody will take your fucking spot so fast. You're so replaceable at lower tier jobs. And then other fields have just such an oversaturation of people that are trying to get into that field. Like it used to be, comp sci used to be the most lucrative degree. And now like so many people have comp sci degrees that a lot of people find it hard to get a job in comp sci, or their jobs are getting replaced by AI. Yeah, so it's like that's a problem other generations didn't have in the same exact way, maybe in like another form, but it's like that's the issue. And then even now, like big corps, like if you work for fucking Amazon, I'm pretty sure most Amazon workers say this too. Like if you're a long-time Amazon truck driver or like you work at a facility, you'll just see new people all the time because most people say that like the average lifespan of somebody at Amazon's like what, fucking 3 months? How long does the average person work at Amazon? 1.8 years, it says. Strong performers are more permanent employees, but there's a lot of people that work in between seasons for 8 weeks. But that's also, they're just like getting put on. Still, that's like 1.8 so bad. What is the law? What is like the someone works at a job? Not time. It's going to say like 40 hours a week. Oh, no, it doesn't. The average job, like employees, the single job for 3.9 to 4.1 years. So, like, Amazon is not even half of that. Like, there's a lot of jobs that actively just churn people now.
And it's just something that I've been thinking about.
And people also look down at, like, people that do self-employment shit. Like, I'm going to say, I feel like Uber Eats drivers and Uber drivers get, like, a shit rap. Like, people don't think they're unemployed, but I feel like they get judged heavily because it's not a 9 to 5. It's like, oh, you do Uber Eats, you're just trying to get money because you need something else. Like, that's usually the assumptive thing.
Out a lot recently. And I know a lot.
Like, anything that's like, you don't have hourly, you're doing freelance work, Like shit like that, people are like, ah, no.
A lot of people will say it doesn't matter what people say. You know, you got to do what you love to do, what's right for you. But it's not that it's got me in a mood or anything, or it had me feeling so upset. Obviously, you know, I've been at my new job now for like, what, 6 or 7 months? No pun intended. And like everything resumed normally. And a funny thing as well, during that time, I did things like getting my license, getting these certain things done, and it was crickets. For people who would judge so heavily on the things I hadn't done, as soon as I'd done them, it was just like, oh, cool. That was it. So these people who would ostracize and push me down and tell me that I needed to do all these things to be successful or to have this or to be normal or whatever, once those things were done, they had nothing to say. There was no congratulations or you find that it was just...
I mean, bro, that was the same shit when I did social media, bro. I mean, like, that was literally... I was, like, perceived as... I mean, I am a cornball. But, like, I would talk to, like, older family members, and they're like, what are you doing with your life? I'm like, and I'm in college, you know. I switched from exercise science to philosophy. Oh, why'd you do that? No, I don't really need the degree. I kind of just wanted to get a degree, and I'm doing social media. Oh, like what? Like marketing? No, like I make videos. Oh, and that you make money? Yeah. And they're judging me and being flat out, not being a dick. I make more money than you, right? And you're sitting here and actively being rude to me, saying like, my job's not real, right? And I'm like, I'm certain that you aren't like, and so it's like, I'm not like, that's not mine to brag. That's like, you're pressing me. And it's like, yo, you don't like
crickets, which means, did they truly even care in the first place? Or do they just want to have a reason to be angry? And that's what I think a lot of our reactions to this should be. It's not that there should be some negative response you should give. It should just be like, all right, I heard you, cool, move on.
Money spread on them. Then I dump 10 pounds of pennies in their bathroom toilet.
Because ultimately, you know, you can't change people's opinions. People will always think what they want to think. If people think you're a failure because you're temporarily unemployed or you're unemployed by force, it is what it is. You can't force people to believe you're not just because you have the credentials. If you know that you're not, you know your situation, you know where you're heading, that's good enough. Like, you can accept that internally. If you can accept and you know that this is not going to be forever, and you really do that, and you know that I'm not going to be in this spot for the next...
Yeah, not like a lying to yourself, more like actually, yeah, no, I'm going to be taking this time off, I have this set up, then it's fine.
Few months, like, I'll figure it out. Then why, you know, belittle yourself just because the people around you tell you that, oh, because you don't have this, you're lesser than me?
I can't donate through PayPal. Is there any way that I can send it to you directly instead? Bobat, thank you for the 5. No. I don't really use Streamlabs donations anymore or anything. Tiago and Vay, thank you for the sub. Ivory and Slicks for the sub. No worries, though. I'll match a little more than... I always match a little more than what it is. Like, if we donate... Or if we raise 5K, I'll probably match, like, 5,500 or some shit. Vay, BZ, Crack, and Kazoo for the sub. BZ for the 3. Aiden and Tony for the sub. BZ, Leanne. Ice, Jas, Carrie, and Brad for the sub. Anonymous, thank you for the 5. L and Bone, thank you for the sub. Tiago for the sub. Space Point, Boyce, if you want to donate as well. Mods, can we pin that, actually, instead of the stream schedule? Pin the donation link. Unless it's glitched on my end, it might be pinned right now, and I just don't see it. We're at $4,600 right now. Almost at the goal.
Like, this is the stupidest thing ever. And it's something I had to learn a lot over the last few months, is accepting that, all right, these people are just, you know, they're just ranting and rambling and probably coming from their own insecurities or beliefs. It's probably not how they truly feel about me, specifically the individual. It's more a reflection of how they look at those types of people. But
what's the Cameron Boyce Foundation? Fights epilepsy and epileptic seizures in remembrance of Cameron Boyce, who died of an epileptic seizure.
At the end of the day, it could also just be people showing that they care for you in their own weird, twisted way, despite me not agreeing with that sentiment at all. I guess it could be that too. But I mean, look, all I could say is if you're unemployed, just get a job, bro. You know, if you're homeless, just get a house.
All this was fake just to make you fucking sit through and watch this video, bro. If you're homeless, bro, just get a fucking job, you dork. Oh my God, you don't have enough money? Oh my God. Oh, go buy a house. Come on.
Because that's just the logic that
$400,000 for a house average in the United States. Figure it out.
People want to live by these days. But in all seriousness...
Oh, you're renting an apartment? Oh, fucking disgusting.
Look, just trust yourself, trust your situation. Give yourself some time, some breathing room. And again, not all criticism or all things said to you by adults or people older than you or people who claim to know more about you than XYZ is always correct. You know, there's room for human error. There's room for people to make mistakes.
God, homeless people are so lazy, just make $37 million a year like Joe. You think I make $37 million a year? Stop.
And there's room.
That's crazy.
For you as a person to grow and learn things. So even if there's periods that may look a little bit...
You make more. I most certainly do not make more. I make good money. I do not make $37 million a year.
Darker than others, it's okay. You can be unemployed in your mum's basement.
I'm not denying that I make $37 million.
It's fine. Just not forever. As long as you're working towards getting out of that situation, then that's a start. You know what they say, you know, to get to a dream or to achieve a dream, you have to start by...
Stop saying good money, Joe. Bro, because what do you want me to say? I'm not going to say how much money I make. You make $5 mil, bro? Stop trying to guess. I make less than half of 37 mil. Certainly. I have not done the math. Certainly less. If you think I make 40 million a year, I don't even know if like XQC makes 40 million a year right now. No, he's gambling sponsors. He definitely does. I don't even know if Jinxie makes no, Jinxie probably does. How much money do I think Jinxie makes a year? Probably not 40, bro. I feel like that's still high as fuck. Like, that's like Kai Cenat money, man. That's like Mafia-thon, fucking like Cash App's giving you fucking $5 million to promote them on a stream. Like, Queso? I don't know. I have more than Queso, but Queso has longer videos than me. But I don't know. Me and Queso probably make a similar amount of money on YouTube, but he makes more than me on Twitch. But I also do sponsors, but he has like Starforge. And his gamer subs sells. Code Bart ain't matching Queso Bombsicle. Right? That sound like hotcakes. Right? So I don't know. Queso, there's like, it's easier for me to determine some people than others. But no, when I say, Zod, when I say I make good money, I don't mean that to like downplay what just like, I'm not going to sit here and, I'm not somebody to like air that out. You know what I mean? Good money's $80K a year. I make a fucking shitload of money. What do you want me to say, Zod? Like, I make good ass money. Sure. Yeah.
That's it for today's video. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.
No, bro, what do you mean rub it in? I literally, bro, Zod, I'm saying I don't want to say that, bro. That's literally, oh my God. Nah. I'm getting rage baited. Finish that off. I didn't even pay attention to the last of that. Yo, editor, just add in that fucking rant at the end if that becomes a YouTube video. I don't know. We'll see. Holy shit. How do you like your steak cooked? Funny guy. I don't know. I think I have a general understanding of how much like a social media influencer makes because I'm in the space, but it's like a lot easier to guess off of people that are like identical to me. Like, I think I would better guess how much somebody like Queso makes than someone like Kai, right? Like, Queso's more in the, like, it would be easier for me to guess how much like Moist Critical makes or Queso or Jinxie than somebody that's in a different space with different sponsors, different people. Like, somebody like Alex Botez, chess streamer, does a lot of poker tournaments, is in, like, an entirely different audience demographic. It's like, I have no idea. Same with, like, Squeaks or Ludwig. Like, Ludwig makes YouTube videos. Ludwig has a bigger audience than me, but he's also, like, the guy for Red Bull. Like, I don't know. Like, what are they paying him for that? I have no idea, right? It could be $1 million, 10 million, 20 million, like, per year, per 10 years. How long is he working for them? I have no idea what type of contract he signed. You know what I mean? You think you're an outlier income-wise versus similar streamers since you're so big on YouTube? I don't know. I mean, the offsetting thing is, like, I don't run mid-roll ads. Like, genuinely. And you would think, oh, that's not changing that much. Bro, if I'm averaging 15K concurrent viewers and I ran fucking 5 minutes of mid-rolls every 15 minutes, I would be raking in, like, $3 million a year. Like, it would be a crazy money, right? But, like, I don't run mid-rolls at that money. So whatever my YouTube pays me, they're getting offset by, like, somebody like Ron who has 40K viewers and he's running ads, right? So it's like I make more money on YouTube than Jinxie has on Twitch subs, averages between 60 and 300,000 viewers, and he's running ads. So it's like his Twitch income collapses You're being generous? I mean, yeah, no, not 3 million. It would be less than that. I was just a number I threw out. I don't know. If I ran 5 minutes of mid-roll ads and I was streaming 100,000, or not 100,000, 100 hours a month, I don't really know how much that would be because I've done it. So it's like, I don't really know what Twitch pays. All I know is like off of the few statistics I've seen other Twitch streamers show. It'd be at least $1 million. I don't know. Like, I don't know what Twitch pays because the time I ever ran was during the era of like Splitgate. I ran mid-rolls for a week when they added that like bonus thing in, and it sucked. It disrupted my stream so much, and I went, I'm not doing this. I was like, I'd rather have a better viewer experience than make, you know, the extra money. And so it's like, that's why I just post shit on YouTube. I have a VOD channel, blah, blah, blah. It like offsets that, right? So I don't know how much it would be. It would be, you know, more than, I would make more, obviously, because I don't do it. So it's just like, I can't really compare because it's like other Twitch streamers in the space that I